Hello everyone and welcome along to the highly anticipated eFootball Championship 2025 Arsenal FC Club Finals. Today we will find out just who will be the second representative of the Gunners from the console platform. 4 finalists from 4 different corners of the earth, but they all share one dream, and that is to claim victory and earn themselves an opportunity to represent Arsenal FC at the World Finals this summer. The stage is set, so that begs only one final question to ask. Just who will be the one to rise to the challenge? Well, let's find out. I'm Semrant and I'm very happy to be here with you once more as we walk you through all of the fascinating and eye-catching action that we have for today. But of course, as ever, I'm in good company indeed. I'm joined by 2 of my favorite people from the eFootball world, Harry Chan and Alex Alguacil, back for more. It's been a week since we saw the mobile champion, who's going to be representing the Gunners. But here we are, all eyes are going to be on the console players for today. Does that mean that there's a little bit of extra pressure, perhaps, because now they're all in the limelight?
Yeah, I think so. Having seen what some of the mobile players have brought to the table, there's always going to be that level of expectation that people will apply 10 times over, I feel like, to the console players. So really looking forward to this one. We'll obviously find ourselves another world finalist at the end of today.
I was really excited from my side. I think we are really lucky to see this console finals. We're going to watch every single match on today's competition. And what about the names? Joe Victor, we got Marius, Greek Mafia from Greece, we got El Sabi that could be the underdog, and the reigning runner-up from the World Championship last year, Axe. So, what can we say? I think potential world champions about to play today in a few moments. So let's enjoy from home. For our analysis as well, it's a pleasure. So let's roll in,
Well, for me, looking at the upside, I would just say, actually, it's been a blessing in disguise, perhaps, because normally we don't get the opportunity to watch all of the matches from both mobile and console because they tend to be played at the same time. Right. So here we go. We get the opportunity then to watch all of them back to back. So let's go ahead and find out who our finalists are going to be for today. Who's going to be up in the ring? We have DRX Axe from Japan, the regional winner from Asia East, Oceania, and others. Then we have El Zabi, who is the representative of UAE and Asia West. Marios Pap21 from Greece, as you called him, the Greek Mafia, I believe that was, Europe and Africa regional winner. Last but not least for you, STS J Victor from Brazil. He is the regional winner of the Americas. So why don't we go through each one of these, get more familiarized with who they are. I'm sure some of our audience, they already know these guys, but perhaps there are new people here on the scene. So why don't we start with Mr. DRX Axe from Japan.
Yeah, a really strong competitor. We have so many of them coming from Japan. He has qualified for this through the Asia East, Oceania and other regions route and has had plenty of runner-up situations in the past, including this club event last year in May 2024, was the runner-up of the console category of the Arsenal Club event, was also runner-up, as Alex said at the top of the show, July last year at the World Finals, losing to countryman Maya Geka 3-1 at the final hurdle. So he has to start afresh again this season. We'll see if he can go one further.
All right, well, let's head west over to the Middle East then. And tell me about El Zabi.
Well, probably the underdog of this group. He got experience. He's a veteran. I'd say this old, 34 years old. This man has represented his country in previous international events. The fact that he's here in front of that monster that are his opponent in this competition, it made him way more dangerous. Let's say no one expected from him a lot, but I'm sure this man has something to say. I've been close to him in previous events, but in the past, he's a really passionate player from the beginnings, from the origins of eFootball, pay roots and soccer back in the days, and you know, being here representing the chance to represent Arsenal at the World Final is a huge statement for him, but it seems he has to be ready, because in front today the challenge will be each one more and more difficult. Yeah.
Well, let's continue our tour from east to west. Over to Greece we go, then to the Mediterranean. Tell me about Marios Pap 21.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this young man play. Just 18 years of age, one of those young and up-and-comers in the eFootball scene. It's not often you see them come through in recent years, especially on the console platform, but it seems to be the brightest spark coming out of Europe. Could be potentially a new European rising star following in the steps of the likes of Maccabil, Etorito, some of the great European eFootball players we've had on console. He could be next up from Greece.
Next gen, okay, changing of the guard potentially. Well, let's cross over the Atlantic to South America, where we find another Brazilian. There's always a Brazilian in the mix, isn't there?
And especially Sembra, this one. What to say about Jay Victor? No, not the recent star anymore, even if he's still that young, just 20 years old. This man, his story, leaving everything behind to come to Europe with his dad, just to have a tryout with some of the eFootball pro team back in the days. He got the chance to be the reserve of FC Bayern Munich, making one game appearance at the eFootball pro back in the days. After that, he was completely winning every single competition he has played in America. And now, with the chance after 2 attempts last year to qualify to the World Finals, missing, the last 2 years. The last game before qualifying to the World Championship, 2023 against Meromen, and 2024 versus Serginho, the Colombian. This man is the man to watch, literally, in social media, everywhere. The new generation of eFootball, if someone asking about eFootball players, everyone knows this man, Jay Victor. So we'll see. Excited to see if he today is that sharp and that fast as he usually is.
Okay, well, let's find out then. Why don't we run you through the schedule for today, all of those matches in the order in which they will be played. At first, we've got DRX Axe against El Zabi. The second match is Marios Papi 21. I just said Marios Papi. It's actually Marios Pap. Sorry about that. Added a letter. 21 against Jay Victor. Then for match 3, it's DRX Axe up against Marios Pap, the Greek. Then match 4, El Zabi will take on Jay Victor. El Zabi will be up back-to-back for another one. Fixture number 5, taking on the Greek, Marios Pap 21. And last but not least for you, the Japanese DRX Axe will line up against Jay Victor. And of course, after that will be the grand final. So what do we make of these matchups then?
Some really strong fixtures in there. I'm looking at that final match between Axe and Jay Victor.
I love it. You often pick the last one. It's like we're building up to the...
I don't know what they do.
The big dogs, the big guns.
Whoever's in charge of the schedule always puts the juiciest one at the very, very end. Maybe it's to keep people watching. But yeah, looking forward to seeing that match at the very end. Could be another win and in situation for either of those two. Or El Zabi and Marios could be there and spoiling the party for them. Yeah. Could be a dead rubber. Who knows by the time we get there.
At this point, every game is really good to watch, you know. But from my side, aside the favorites, Axe and Jay Victor, I'm really interested to see Marios, you know, the Greek man. Is that kind of player which are unique because he's playing his full life possession game style, which is not being OP, is not being meta. Never ever before, but this man is focused on that way, and each time more and more using and trying that game style because how good he's performing with that game style. So let's see if today, new year, new season, he's able to show up what he's showing everybody in online competition, in the qualifiers, because you know something is to perform like that when you are in your comfort zone, but right here in front of the best across the world. Let's see. I can't wait to see those games and analyze those details with you guys.
All right, well, let's see if for his sake the possession game will pay off then for today. Otherwise, of course, we'll see what all of his opponents have to say, because there's so much on the line here. There's so much at stake. It's sure to be a very thrilling day indeed. Well, let's get to it then and introduce you to the first opponents for match 1, and it's going to be Axe and El Zabi. Take it away, Jen.
Thank you very much, Semra. We are after a week's delay, ready to get in and kick off the Arsenal FC Console Club event finals. We already have 8 and 10 TNS representing the Gunners for mobile. Our quest to find the console representative started a few months ago, Alex, all the way back on Halloween, if memory serves.
Yeah,
October 31st.
They both using it is simply unbelievable.
We now finally have a chance to have a look at these two men.
Well, you have to use the best cards you have, and thanks to this competition, they got access to all full cards in history Arsenal in-game in eFootball. So let's see how these two great players start into the competition. DRX Axe, the teammate of DRX Tess, who just have won the FC Barcelona finals. If he can follow his countrymen and win, why not? Being the representative of Arsenal. Let's start. DRX Axe versus El Zabi, game 1.
The console platform officially underway. It is Axe against El Zabi. 10 years age difference between the two.
And so crazy, another mistake. Bukayo Saka with the ball, the pass back. Skelly, the first time shot. First attempt on target for Axe. Just to remind, the runner-up with the World Finals last year.
Runner-up indeed, and it's for those watching at home. Axe in the home strip, the red and white familiar of the Gunners. The changed away strip will be that of El Zabi. Kai Havertz on the ball now for the runner-up, the silver medalist at last year's World Finals. Fell to Maya Geka, 3-1 in Tokyo.
Keep the push from Axe, looking for getting closer to that leading. That could make an impact mentally on the confidence of both sides. When it's now Xavi trying to go forward, but without success on those passing. Great intensity from Axe, blocking every single action from El Zabi, which is having a hard time building his play and connect high up the pitch with his reference. Jorginho, the Brazilian, mixing double nationality with Italian, playing for the national team of Italy. Sven White, El Zabi now getting some more control in action, and now Calafiori starting the counter. Lewis Kelly, Harry, Kai Havertz. How many goals we saw in the mobile finals with Kai Havertz?
So many. He'll be one you need to look out for here as we approach 20 minutes gone.
I love the speed. That midfielder, Lewis Kelly, now connecting with the Kai Havertz, the turn. William Saliba, the Frenchman, back quickly. The response of Axe is now connecting, turn into Lewis Kelly inside the box. The turns, no.
Good defending by El Zabi.
But those long passes keep failing for El Zabi. Another pressure, another chance. Is Axe. Kai Havertz. Deflected, but the rebound.
Still alive, and it's offside, I think.
Right.
10 years age difference between the two. Axe 24 years of age, El Zabi 34.
El Zabi being maybe quite repetitive, trying to connect those long passes to Bukayo Saka, the right winger, the right forward. This time now with the left hand side, Gabriel Jesus, Thomas Partey, Odegaard, nice chance for El Zabi, well defended.
Axe now starting to build forward as Kai Havertz has split the two centre-backs here. Jorginho save! First real time David Raya has been called into action here. And it's from that centre-forward, Jorginho.
Yeah, no, simple action, no entering from the centre lines. Not enough, catching that cursor, on the centre-back. El Zabi, which now has to step up in terms of intensity, is being overcome many times by Axe, who's now with the cross in the corner kick. Is passed in. Calafiori clearing that ball, but still the pressure.
Really dangerous here for El Zabi. Needs to get this ball clear. And this is where he's struggled up to this point. It's in that second phase. Once the ball is clear, how can he bring the ball forward? Jesus is trying to do so for him. Finds Martin Odegaard. Jorginho to Bukayo Saka!
He's in!
Our first goal of the Arsenal Club Event console platform goes to the 34-year-old El Zabi from the United Arab Emirates.
When there was no sign of a tempo goal from El Zabi, the first in this man from the United Arab Emirates, putting it into the net. What a shot! We've seen how tough it is this game at this level. You gain the control, create the most number of chances, but you are not scoring them, and then your opponent Harry, at first time he get closer, boom, into the net. We'll see if the Japanese have something to show up. He's doing pretty well. He needs to be more clinical in front of the net, and now it's time to.
Oh, straight away! Gets his reply!
Look at that!
Kai Havertz with the snap strike to find the back of the net.
Now, completely unexpected way
I
to
was
shoot.
just thinking to myself, Alex, it's a far cry from the World Finals, grand final last year for Axe.
And an orthodox way to shoot, you know, from behind.
Oh.
First time shot
Caught
to the
everyone
farthest
off guard.
post. Damn, was difficult. But not for Axe, not for a huge world finalist as it is DRX Axe. And it's a shock, eh? If you are El Zabi now after scoring, taking the lead, that response, that quick response, man, tough to deal with.
So, Axe and El Zabi tied at 1 goal apiece. Following the goals from Jorginho and Kai Havertz, and Axe, after just getting that goal, now wants even more.
Axe is getting more and more fluid this time, I feel. Connecting those combinations, reaching the box, every single action he goes forward, half of the pitch.
What can El Zabi provide in reply, in response here, as half-time is rapidly approaching here in game 1?
This is doing a great version of himself, El Zabi now. Don't give it any spot, but now, yes, finding the spot behind Kai Havertz, leaving behind Zaliba. 5 minutes before the halftime. Now El Zabi having some calm in the midfield, connecting with Jorginho. They control the turn back. Zaliba has been the man defending on both areas.
He is someone that these console players will really value having on the back line.
Yeah, they are focusing all the attack by the center lines. Jorginho inside the box.
There he is again.
William Saliba.
Again and again. Saliba stepping up for Arsenal. Referee's assistant holds up the number 1. That's a minimum of 1 minute added on in this first half. We'll see whether or not the referee feels like being generous in terms of how that's provided. It will not be another attack. It ends the first half. El Zabi 1, Axe 1.
Great first half so far. It is kind of where the situation where Axe was pushing that match. He conceded. He scored quickly with no time for breathe. But after that, till the end of the halftime, we haven't seen that much from Axe. It is more the respect to your opponent, or maybe he lost the focus, because when you do something that difficult, which is that quickly respond, Harry is like, all right, now I'm back on track. Equalizer. We'll see. Second half, everything to be decided. Kickoff for El Zabi.
We had a brief look there at the statistics at half-time. 4 shots, all of them on target for Axe, but the scoreline is level. El Zabi in the changed Arsenal strip, Axe in the familiar red and whites. The Japanese will be attacking this left side goal. Jorginho in control now.
Yeah, especially not those different way of attack, no? Those formations dropping back, conceding, not say a lot of space that we see with those long runs. Now Bukayo Saka tries to connect with Martin Odegaard, Lewis Kelly, Havertz, Jorginho, waiting those secondary lines going forward, hype up the pitch, try to accumulate as many players as you can, but then rushing that through ball. And another counter-attack. El Zabi, Jorginho. Great run back from Declan Rice. And a really important player for Arsenal, that Declan Rice. In the attack, defending. No one seems to be controlling anything, Harry.
It's been 10 minutes since the second half kicked off, and it's just been left to right, right to left. No one wants to maintain possession. There's another turnover.
Maybe a mistake will decide the next goal. Because if not, I feel who scores will win this match.
Max there can't quite make the space with his attack work out for him that time. Look out for Bukayo Saka here near side for El Zabi.
Ooh, the rebound went far. Great chance.
Really good chance. Probably the
nice ball.
Most clear-cut one we've seen
nice
in the second half
Gabriel
so far.
Magallanes. Now the counter. Oh, the timing wrong from Axe, which is not connecting 2-3 passes in a row. Odegaard once again, unless he's defending pretty well. Bukayo Saka with a great clear problem for Axe, which is not comfortable on his build-up play.
Neither men looking very comfortable so far.
Oh, look at the spot.
El Zabi is always finding Bukayo Saka near side.
Magallanes.
As the man over. Declan Rice. Tries to play the ball inside, but can't do so successfully. Here's Kai Havertz now. He can't find his teammate either. Lots of turnovers left and right. It's scrappy here in the second half. 20 minutes left here in game one.
The completely different story, Harry. This second half compared with the first one. And now it's Jorginho. Gabriel Jesus! Here we have
it's Gabriel Jesus scoring to fire El Zabi back in front. 2-1 is the lead. And with 20 minutes to go, this could be a valuable goal from Gabriel Jesus.
Overall, Harry, you can't lose that amount of passes that Axe is failing constantly. One of them finally well approached by El Zabi, taking the lead again. Great connection, great through ball from Bukayo Saka. Clinical pass from Jorginho, connecting with the Brazilian superstar Gabriel Jesus. 2-1, and is the favorite now over the edge with just how much? 20 minutes, 15 minutes remaining. 20 minutes, still time. Substitution. As now those fresh substitutions who need to have an impact into the performance. 4 new ones. Gabriel Jesus, Martin Odegaard, Martinelli, and Alexander Zinchenko. Harry, great ones to jump into the match. We see El Zabi with that lineup completely making that advantage on the right hand side of the pitch, accumulating 3-4 players in connecting. New formation now for Axe. We'll try something else. Let's see.
Well, this time last year, Axe was representing the Blue Samurai. He was on national duty in Qatar, finished runner-up there. A few months later was runner-up himself at the World Finals in the Grand Finals. Now finds himself trailing in Arsenal. But Jesus puts an end to that line of thinking. He's back on level terms straight away. Jesus at one end, and well, he's cropped up at the other end as well.
You were calling for that. You were talking all the achievement that this player has achieved on his career already. And you call for the monster. Great combination. Lovely bar heel pass from Kai Havertz. And wonderful finishing. Gabriel Jesus to put the equalizer. Because, just to remind, unless take a point is quite positive. And then looking for the stand 2-2. It's not over. We'll see if there's something happen right now. If El Xavi has a way to respond, of the Axe with their momentum can take finally the lead and win the game.
2 goals to 2. Gabriel Jesus has had too much time and space here. Odegaard, who can he find? It's Martinelli!
No way!
Off
Really?
the frame!
He missed that. Wonderful pass, by the way.
Back to Zinchenko,
Still on,
Kai Havertz trying to turn inside the box, but Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu is really solid as well. That was a nice one, Harry. My goodness.
Axe has really moved up the gears and risen to El Xabi's challenge here. 10 minutes left. Declan Rice here for DRX Axe. He's rushing it again,
yeah.
You're right. Second chance though, Zinchenko.
Oh. He's having some doubts defending El Xavi now.
Oh, nice footwork, Odegaard, Havertz, Martinelli.
Oh, that could be the game!
Oh,
Yes!
It's Gabriel Jesus!
Call me, that's it. Once again, the second one for Gabriel Jesus. For DRX Axe. Great way to turn over the score, Harry. I mean, defensively, El Xavi was starting to have some problems with Cursor, confident, and look at that wonderful play on that side, and that last pass was unbelievable.
That is some vision and some build-up by DRX Axe. Wow. 24 years old, already having featured in one grand final.
Now, it is tough for El Xavi. He was leading twice during this game, but, you know, he's losing the control, the sharpness, the confidence with those switching cursor movement back, dragging defenders. And then Axe, he doesn't need that much. You know, when he connect 3-4 combination of passes, he's in front of the net. No, so that's the key, no, against these kind of players. We'll see now. Here we have the formation of Axe, full defensive, with those strong 4 lines, 4 center back, with those left wingers and right winger. And now El Xavi maybe needs to step up, adding some extra strikers, Harry, trying to, you know, find out rebounds, accumulating as many players as he can. Something else, because that lost is not enough. Unless a draw, it would be really positive for the chances in the group.
At this point it would be. He has 5 minutes left, El Xavi, to find the goal that would force that result.
Pretty smart, that clear from Axe, trying to gain some time. It was a tough game so far to start his competition. And now he's in a perfect spot and he needs to secure the 3 points. We'll see if he managed well or not. No way to even control the ball. Yes, clear from DRX Axe. The long ball looking for Leonardo Trossard. Odegaard with the second ball. Trossard, Martinelli. Martinelli stole the ball. Inside the ball. Martinelli with the ball.
No way! No way!
Martin Odegaard. Where everything looks to be a clear from the defense. Under the leg. Finding the way to put the ball into the net. 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
The goal scorer for Arsenal.
A 6-goal thriller to start the group stages of the club event finals. Just when it looked dead and buried, this turn, he shielded the ball so well.
Yeah, I think it's a mistake from Axe. The only solution on that situation is clear the ball with Calafiori looking to your net. Because if you clear the ball looking to the other side of the pitch, it happens exactly that. So it's like you have to be that cool yourself to think, all right, I will force a corner kick rather than concede a goal. 3-3, and yes, remaining 1 minute, 1 chance maybe. Wow, I think it's a shock for Axe, because he was that close to win the game that You know, we said before, Harry, El Xavi is the underdog of this group. He will surprise all of them if he have the game and he feels good on the gameplay. And a great score so far, 3-3 against the reigning runner-up of the World Finals.
Axe will have the kickoff. So likely the last attack of this game will go to DRX Axe in the Arsenal home strip. Needs Havertz to win this header. He's done so. Gabriel Martinelli, near side. This will be the last attack of the game. Zinchenko into the box, twisting, turning. Kai Havertz wide! And it will finish. Axe 3, El Xabi 3 in game number 1.
GG, guys. Wonderful play. That mindset for the last one. He wasn't forcing, he was looking for the fake shot every single moment before make the action of pass or shoot it. He was smart, but at the end of the day, that finishing was not the best. 3-3, Harry, and the feeling that maybe Axe has lost 2 valuable points at the end of the match.
Well, you'd certainly think so. It looked like he salvaged at least a point, not once but twice. El Xabi taking the lead through this chance with Saka, coolly taken inside the box on the half-hour mark. Axe was able to respond following that, of course, and then it looked like game on. The 2 goals that we saw to make it 1-0 and then 1-1 was just seemed to be the breath of fresh air that the game was calling for, starting the second half. Following that, of course, we saw plenty of turnovers, very scrappy play. This was that equaliser just a minute afterwards from DRX Axe. It just seemed like the game was destined to be a bit of a fight in a phone booth after that, because there was punches in bunches from both men.
No, definitely. There's many different ways to analyze this game. No? Overall, I think could be fairly enough the draw. 1 point for each one, considering El Xabi was leading 2 times, then Axe, and everything looks for him he was going to take those 3 points that equalized at the very end of the game. I think was deserved from El Xabi, but you know, I think we always say consistency is the key. We haven't seen consistency as usually from Axe, and that has to be improved in the next games. If not, we are not seeing them and with chances to the grand final. But let's see, we will see more and more games to come. So excited to see El Xabi with that level. Great to see. It's not enough a draw, but overall great form for the man from the United Arab Emirates with that draw versus one of the top title contenders, Axe.
Well, moments before this goal that fired Axe into the lead, we saw a magnificent second equaliser.
Great vision, you said well before.
I mean, you mentioned cursor confidence. It's definitely needed in defence, but in attack it can help you out as well. This was that
one was
stoppage time. Clinical pass to find the club captain in real life, Martin Ødegaard, firing home the equaliser. And El Xabi rescues himself a point, despite leading not once but twice in that game, Semra. Absolutely wonderful game between 2 of our top competitors in the group. This one is going to be a very close group indeed.
Ooh, punches and bunches. That might just be my new favourite catchphrase. Never heard that. I'm going to have to start finding ways to sneak that into my everyday conversation. I haven't heard that one
not
before.
Used in football too much, because we don't want to see real-world violence at all. But
metaphorical punches and bunches. At least we got bunches of goals, right? 6-goal thriller, which is something that we had hoped for. We crossed our fingers for. We asked for the football goals, the football goals, and our wish was delivered. So hopefully more will come then from a very busy man in front of goal, Gabriel Jesus. Obviously very active, as you would expect from him. Potentially we see more then coming out from him in this next fixture. So why don't we go ahead and roll right along then to match number 2 for the console platform. And up next we've got Marius Pap 21 and Jay Victor. Me dijiste que más ready y ya no está ready.
No, it's because that big game is about to come, Sarah, that we need to wait a little bit more, because that game, Marius, Jay Victor is a potential final in the group stage. So I can't wait, Harry and Ra.
It's a big one.
Yep.
It's
definitely.
a big one. Heavy hitters, two titans in the console platform group stage for today. Well, let's find out then, because we are very eager to see how the Greek is going to perform then against the Brazilians. So we've got Marios Pap, 21, and Jay Victor.
We are now ready to go between João Victor and Marios Pap. Looking forward to seeing these two young guns from opposing sides of the world take each other the distance here in the group stages. You've spoken to me a lot about Marios here, Alex, as potentially one of those new superstars. We don't have many of them coming through and developing in Europe, but he could be the next big thing.
He's just missing to be at the World Finals. It's same as Joey Victor, you know, those players who are showing up, those recent stars that will be the next generation of eFootball superstars in esports. And we'll see if today Arsenal final will be an advantage or a step closer to the dream to become world champion. We see on the screen the formation of Marios. I mean, this guy always play with the same positioning, you know, those CMF quite open, get closer with both strikers on the side just to make 2v1 situation on that side. So let's see if he's walking in front. Jay Victor, ladies and gentlemen, the debut from the Brazilian here at the competition.
Indeed, it will be João Victor in the change strip, and that's a defensive mistake for him here early on. The home strip will be the Greek Marios Pap, 21.
Now we'll see now the response of that kickoff from Jay Victor, connecting as usually with Tóquio. It's passing the double toe, the finishing. He's starting the freestyle from Jay Victor. Let's see if we can see as many of them with those super cancel, those fake animation, those double toes cut at the middle of the animation, those things which are unbelievable. But in front, ladies and gentlemen, Marios have something to say. Let's see if he can get the control of the game, put that possession game style walking. But now the header, it's not deflected. Sally back getting the ball, looking for Gabriel Jesus now, waiting the second chance. Another long ball, Jorginho winning the header. Kai Havertz, Jay Victor, is Martin Odegaard inside the box. The fake shot is the turning, the pass back. Havertz, great block.
He's so tricky to deal with in the attacks. Jay Victor, the great entertainer is what I like to nickname him. Kai Havertz this time with the chance that forces the corner, but you called it perfectly. If you follow him on social media, he's always doing those skill moves, the juggles, the super cancels.
Yeah, you can learn from
perfected
it a lot. On YouTube, wherever, on Instagram, that's the best, though. You can learn from guys as him. Harry have something now for the corner kick. Oh, outside.
Jorginho. Declan Rice!
Set piece is walking properly for Jay Victor. So take some notes, ladies and gentlemen.
Straight from the training ground. The distraction with the short player coming towards the ball. Then out towards Jorginho. Heads it down, laid off to Declan Rice. Beautiful.
Now, once you concede that first header with Declan Rice and he connect that pass, you are done, because there is no time reaction to block the secondary and the third action in that corner kick. How important it is to start scoring your set pieces, leading in such a big match as this one, Harry.
In the opening 10 minutes as well, to open your account in this, the finals of this competition, after rounds 1 through 4 qualifying to get to this stage. An early goal does you wonders, and let me tell you, Jay Victor needs no more confidence than he already has.
They don't want to raise the ball, trying to second the reaction. No, at least not giving easy the ball to Marius to concede a counter. Those stuff, those details at home you can learn from. Sometimes conceding less mistakes is way more better than just simply, this is Kelly with a fake shot. Super concept. I mean, it's so difficult now. I'm figuring out to catch Jay Victor, because if you want to analyze play by play, all the fake shots, super counter, double touch.
We don't have enough time for it, Alex. There's not enough time in the world to analyze every single move.
No, definitely. The brain of Jay Victor, it runs, you know, 100 miles. Is unbelievable.
Odegaard with the corner. Saliba.
Oh, another one.
Rises highest. No special routine this time, but can't get the header on target. What can Marius do now to steady himself? This opening 15 has been one-way traffic for Jay Victor, and it's been rewarded with a goal.
Yeah, I mean, well, he gets closer and just one goal down. I think he's in a good spot to have something to say in this game. No, Marius is a fantastic player, but maybe if Jay Victor can score another one, will put a lot in front of the chances of the young Greek player.
Every time you see that power bar appear but no action follow it, it's Jay Victor super cancelling and just waiting for the right opportunity. There's another one, Jorginho turning on a dime.
Yeah, and you need to go with the match at bottom, Harry. You can't let him shot or run away. So that's the key, no? If you push the matchup, then the animation appear and you lost the control. You lost the marking. So I mean, it's exhausting playing a game against Jay Victor right now.
It's been a very successful 25 minutes to start off his club finals campaign. Jorginho lays it off to Kai Havertz now. Odegaard back to Jorginho. Saka, Trippier, left, right, strike from 25 yards out.
Let's pay attention, because those double touch is just to open the angle for that shooting. It's not for leaving behind the defenders, just for open the angle.
Oh, there it is.
No, the finesse.
Every time he gets the ball to Bukayo Saka, he wants to go on an amazing run. He wants to entertain.
Yeah. He's the main player, not here in Arsenal. That special Kai is simply unbelievable.
Havertz down to Martin Odegaard.
Completely controlled by Jay Victor in that start of the game.
Marius now has to defend. Thomas Partey this time wrestles the ball away from Odegaard. Trossard just taking his time. This makes sense for Marius. Just enjoy a little bit of how the ball feels at your feet. Let you have some enjoyment building play up, but he can't keep the ball. 10 minutes till half time, and
the high pressure and the intensity from Jay Victor has been just simply too much for Marius in this start. Marius needs to step up, more intensity, more speed on those combinations. If not, maybe this one. Marius is Martin Odegaard with the pass back. Rushing in the last pass, Marius. What's a nice one.
Very scary. He's keeping it alive here. Odegaard over the top towards Kai Havertz, trying to win the header. Trossard heads it down. Saliba away.
Anyway, way better, Harry. No, this is a better version from Marius. At least going closer, getting closer to the net of David Raya, the goalie of Jay Victor.
So a good period here towards the end of our first half. Jay Victor 1, Marius 0.
At the end, you know, this kind of players as Marius need the balls to start to keep feeling out that gameplay that he's famous for. And on the other hand, Jay Victor winning the game is not necessary to keep risking to have the possession every single time on his control. So we'll see. Those up and downs in terms of control, possession has something to do in this goal finally.
Last attack here as Jay Victor threatens the goal. The shot is blocked and the referee says that's enough for the first half. Jay Victor 1, Marius 0.
Look at the stats, my days. 10 shots to 1. Look how different is the gameplay on game 1 compared to game 2. No? The gameplay, the meta that Jay Victor look for in every of his games is simply sensational to watch. Even if he wins at the end or not, is probably the most exciting players to watch right now in the world in eFootball. That doesn't mean he has to win it, because we have seen Marius playing a way less spectacular gameplay. It's just one goal down, and he's getting closer to get the equalizer. So let's see, substitution, maybe just some mind games, trying to see if the opponents do something else, or just to visualize also Harry mentally what's next now for the kickoff for J. Victor.
Well, it's just moments away. The fan favourite João Victor looking very strong here in the first game of his group stage campaign at the Arsenal FC Club Events Finals. He's starting the second half in possession here as well, attacking this right-hand goal. Lewis Skelly now finds Jorginho!
Oh, I see it!
Through the goalkeeper!
Yeah!
And into the net!
Oh. Shocking stuff for the chances of Marius straight away from the kickoff in the second half. Wonderful play in finding Jorginho, and this time David Raya wasn't enough to save that chance. Quite unlucky, because those action from the goalie doesn't happen really often, no, Harry?
I tell you what, Alex, I love this from J. Victor. He doesn't just do the fancy stuff well, he also does the fundamentals, finding that through ball. It's a nice lane to find.
Well analyzed, Harry. You're getting better with the analysis game by game, yeah, that's for sure. But that what he means to be the perfect player. Like, if he mixed the simple action with his full spam gameplay of fake shots, super cancer, that will make him really, really dangerous, 100%.
I'm coming for your job, Alex.
I'm waiting for. Let's swap up roles, bro.
2-0 now, J. Victor. What can Marius do here in the second half? If there is to be a response, it will need to come, you feel, probably soon. Still has a little bit of time on the clock, but J. Victor has looked very confident in possession.
Now it's now a tough situation for Marius, which is not connecting those passes. Like, even mentally, no, that goal, it counts maybe like 2 or 3 goals. No, we'll see. Now on possession, J. Victor tried to connect with Kai Havertz. No, sorry, Marius missing the ball again. 35 minutes left. Marius trying to get closer. Gabriel Jesus. But seems so far J. Victor predicting every single action from Marius, blocking or defending pretty well.
Probably one of the toughest game ones you could imagine for the 18-year-old Greek to have on the top of his schedule.
Right, that's true.
Jorginho now for J. Victor. Saka dodging, weaving, beautiful, still being patient.
No, if he's called that one, is
might still be alive for him here as well if Marius gets the read wrong.
There's no more skill than action. Ladies and gentlemen, make a clip at home and try to repeat that movement, because your gameplay will be thousands of times better than it is right now, guys at home. My goodness. The thing is, like, that trick, the distance she dragged back and forth is that much that manually defending, imagine he's gonna do it that in that point, in that second. It's so difficult to predict, to get closer and avoid the shot.
Only way to stop it is to predict it, and he is so unpredictable. 20 minutes left. Marius, what can you show us here? Declan Rice on the ball for him. Jesus off to Ødegaard. Thomas Partey's continued his run. Tries the first time strike, but can't quite squeeze that one through. The young Greek starting to grow in some confidence now. Trossard far side, tries to 1-2 with Partey, but Ben White is too quick. Mistake from J. Victor though. Thomas Partey crowded out, and it's Ødegaard away.
And those secondary action that J. Victor is trying to get from Marius, not risking the first pass, clearing the ball, just waiting, switching cursor, just trying to win the header. And that's smart, no, because that's forcing somehow to Marius to reach the ball more than usually. But now Marius with Martin Ødegaard almost inside the box, waiting the 2-1 action with Thomas Partey, and will be corner kick for Marius, who need a goal as soon as possible. Harry, maybe will be in a similar way as we saw from Jay Victor, 12 to 2 shots, and that's massive difference.
It's one-sided, it really is, and that is just how strong Jay Victor is, the young man, the professional for Team Stallions in Brazil. He has been one of those players we've been keeping an eye on for some time.
Let me say in Saudi, his team is from Saudi Arabia, just to mention, because you know, we have really close friend in Saudi Arabia, Harry. So yeah, let's approach to say hello to the community in Brazil, in Greece, in Saudi, wherever they are watching us right now. When we saw substitution, we get Leonardo Trossard and 2 new midfielders for Marius, trying to, you know, find that advantage in front of Jay Victor. Maybe not in terms of speed or cursor, and yes, with those fresh legs, with the full stamina.
There is still time on the clock here if Marius can score following this corner. For him to try and salvage something here.
Will be the nice one.
Let's see, it's Gabriel standing over it for now.
Yeah, Maga, yeah, it should be a nice one to header. Yeah, now yes, it makes sense. Saka.
That's the Englishman, Saka. Looks like it'll be the outswinger. Kai Havertz looks the target.
Oh, nice job with the man goalkeeper.
He came a long way.
Good job, Jay Victor. Now, this man knows all the details from the game, Harry, you've seen. I mean, we haven't seen those details in Barca finals, and this man knows everything.
Second chance now for Marius. Jorginho towards Ethan near side. Bukayo Saka was in a dangerous area, but no one there. Jesus off to Trossard. Now Jay Victor is just not having as much success in the last 10 minutes. He's been forced to clear the ball, and every time it's come forward, he can't string those passes together. It's looking better now for Marius. 5 minutes to go.
Game on, guys.
Game on indeed. Kai Havertz with that header makes it 2-1 with 5 minutes to go.
Really is, we'll say, the first time he get through the box with some facilities, let's say, from Marius. Finally, it took him 85 minutes to get closer, and it was without an orthodox header from Havertz. Raya, that seemed in a similar way than the previous goal, can't do more. 2-1, Harry. Seems quite late, but we have seen in different occasions a lot of goals in just a few moments. So we'll see substitution again.
We saw a very similar goal for Tienes last weekend at the mobile finals. Kai Havertz underside of the bar. It was an interesting trait of his that it just seems in the air to get the right place, right time, and get that header on target.
No, you have to use your cards, and we saw that somehow Havertz is winning that header, is being efficient in front of the net, and when you can get that advantage to play short and get advantage from those short passes, those long ball, those crosses can be the key. We'll see. Still really profitable result score for Jay Victor, but let's see if Marius can put some pressure, maybe with those long balls, trying to force some challenge within the header, and those secondary action can be really worth it, from the young Greek player.
Well, time still on the clock here for Marius. Unfortunately for him, it will be Jay Victor kicking off in possession. But there's confirmation. Latest goal scored by Marius Pap, 21. Has the ball here as well with Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, just to remind, now the header, that was close. That could be the situation.
Again, it's Havertz.
I wanted to say that since 2014, it was the first and only Greek world champion back in the days, Akis. I don't know if he's watching us, but we say hello to the legend. World champion 2014. It was held in Manchester, long time ago. And now probably the next Greek superstar in the eFootball scene is back 10 years later, he will be able to be at the World Finals. I don't know if today, but I'm sure one day he will.
Oh, he's giving it a good go.
That was close.
Jesus is giving chase. Jay Victor, who looked fairly dominant for 75 minutes of this game, is now seemingly on the ropes.
This could be the last one, no, the mistake.
Oh, Gabriel Martinelli wins the ball.
That could be the KO.
For Jay Victor, outside to Gabriel Jesus, far side. What will he do with it here? Just to the corner flag. And Marios knows there is nothing to be done, even if he wins the ball
GG.
back. The referee will say GG. Jay Victor hangs on in the end and wins his first group stage match, 2-1, but it was a lot closer than that stat line seems to suggest, Alex. 3 points on the board.
Yeah, that's the most important 3 points, but I love what I see. It's like, probably, we have seen many games today, Harry, but the most solid performance overall, tactically, mindset, skills, the way he read the timings of the game, he know where to push, how, and at what level. I mean, insane. And doing that in front of Marios, it's not easy. No, obviously the score is mean a lot. Marios is always there. Marios have something to say already in this competition, and why not? Could be grand finals later on. But great performance from Jay Victor. That if he is able to keep at that level, at that intensity, at that mindset, he will be really difficult to beat.
Well, after the early goal, there was another one to come. Just too much power following that Jorginho strike after the resumption of play for the second half. And after we saw earlier El Zabi and Axe play out a 3-3 draw, both of these men knew 3 points here could put them in control of this group. Yeah,
it's still also positive for Marios, no?
Absolutely.
That draw from Axe Zabi is still way open, no? The chances for all of them, no? And that's why this game was positive, no? In the hand for Jay Victor. That 3 points will put him on top of the table. And we'll see. No, still 2 more games to be played. A lot of action, Harry. But I love what I'm seeing in this start of the club event finals of Arsenal today.
Glad to see this goal, though, from Marios, of course. Just 18 years old. My first chance to cast my commentary over the brightest spark, the newest European rising star. And I look forward to tracking his progress in the future. Still alive in this competition, of course. Arguably had his toughest opponent in his first match there in Jay Victor. He found out why, and it is the Brazilian coming home with 3 points.
All right, having said that, why don't we actually take a moment to take stock of where we are in the group now that we have 2 matches done and dusted. As you said, Jay Victor is the only one who has actually been victorious thus far after these opening 2 rounds of action. He's followed by El Zabi with 1 point on the board, exactly identical record thus far with DRX Axe. And last but not least, with a -1 goal difference and no points to speak of, Marios Pap, 21, the Greek. Well, he certainly has his work cut out for him, doesn't he, over the next few matches. But at least it's shaping up to be quite interesting. It's tight, I would say. And I think perhaps we've got a few surprises yet to come.
Yeah, after Heat 1, everyone within touching distance of each other. It's always going to be that way. I think it's after the next round of games. Heat 2 is typically when we see the group take its shape and realise who needs what, who's in contention, out of contention. So interesting to see Marios, of course, coming up against his toughest opponent, only losing by 1 goal. I think he'll be well, he won't be happy, but definitely won't be devastated.
Yeah, we expect way more now from Axe and Marios, which has to step up and to get closer to Jay Victor, which is the reference so far right now in the competition.
Well, Marios Pap does have a chance for redemption right now because he is up in action once more. Back-to-back fixtures for him. This time, however, his opponent is going to be Axe.
Wow, what a game.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire for Marios Pap. Has it all to do here against the RX Axe, the young Greek will come up against 2024's silver medalist at the World Finals. Axe would love to go one further than he did last year, but has had a slow start to his Arsenal FC group stage campaign. Earlier today, he would have witnessed his teammate qualify for FC Barcelona. But now, it's his turn in the spotlight. Just 1 point to his name so far. Marios has none. This is a key crossroads for both of these men. Axe in the home strip, Marios in the away strip.
If this game not called elimination game, is really close to that. Now these two players needs the victory, needs those 3 points. No, it's yes, DRX Axe.
What a way to start!
He got that call from me. He wants to win this game. Great start. Kai Havertz, first time shot, putting it into the net. Perfect start for the 24 years old. The man from Japan, the man from DRX. Once again, connecting those headers with Havertz and creating from there, looking for that pass back. Yes, exactly, connecting in the border, in the edge of the box. That left foot under the legs. And once again, Harry, Marios, one goal down. He will be able to respond. He has to take the initiative right now.
1-0 to Axe, and it's again Marios here in the group stages, conceding early on, making life very difficult for himself. Good start though for Axe. Shunpei-san, Shunpei Hashiki, 24 years old, at our Asia East, Oceania and other regions champion of the Arsenal FC qualifying stage. We're here at the club finals now, and only one of these 4 players can have the honour of representing this North London club in Tokyo in July. Here comes Marios far side. Saka twisting and turning.
Whoa.
Who can he find?
Whoa,
Only the goal.
rebound.
And
No.
Jesus took a touch.
He wasn't spamming the shooting button.
Oh.
If he's spamming the button, I'm sure he put the ball into the net. He wasn't expecting.
It would have been the equaliser.
Yeah, but you know, you are watching the ball, you are not watching the trajectory, and then boom, isn't your player. And then the control, it's not the best one for sure. But well, it's a great action from Marios. Let's wish he can build up from there and get better.
Of course, that's something some of the best eFootball players in the world do. They anticipate, they predict that there may be a rebound, and Axe is coming forward here. Lewis Skelly looking for Kai Havertz. The goalkeeper, David Raya, is called into action to prevent that one.
Oh, nice one. Jorginho winning the header, Kai Havertz. Magala is now starting the counter, looking with that positioning. Bukayo Saka could put a hard time on Calafiori, which now is finding the way to defend it perfectly. That control, that possession of Mario, which came back to him. Ben White with that low ball to Thomas Partey, the box to ball midfielder, connecting with Gabriel Jesus with the turn back, waiting for someone, waiting for Partey, the pass back. Can't find Saka, Harry, and doesn't seem any control in any of the sides. Martin Odegaard.
It's looking good for Marios at the moment, though, as he tries to chase that equaliser. Too many red and white shirts in there. That's Lewis Skelly for DRX Axe. Try and spring forward, some kind of counter-attack, but again, look out for Bukayo Saka turn there, far side in possession of the ball now, has Kai Havertz to look for, and blocked before the cross can get there.
Because if it's not blocked, it's an easy finish from Marios. Marios, who knows who had to do something extra after that loss against J. Victor, now with the needs to at least first get equalizer and then fight for the victory.
30 minutes gone. Axe
Wonderful
1,
job
Marios
by
0.
Saka. Look at that, how fast, with that dribbling.
Seems to be the dribbler of choice for
How
some of our
close it goes the
flair
ball.
players here. Saka with this stunning cross. Havertz. Oh, it will be a goal kick in the end. I think it came back off of him.
Great idea. The spot with that from that header quite far from the net, and that makes, you know, not that dangerous as could be from different positioning. Anyway, great one from Marius.
And if you're just watching eFootball for the first time, if you ever see that power bar turn purple, it means a stunning input has been queued up. It means a little bit more power, a bit more fizz on the ball from the action, be it a shot or a pass or a cross.
But it takes more time, Harry, so you can't do every single time that movement or the action, because it requires an extra time that sometimes you haven't.
Here's Bukayo Saka on the far side for Marios. He's steadied himself well after conceding. Thomas Partey, nice run. Nice ball indeed. Odegaard back to Saka. Him and Partey trying to combine with that triangle.
Pretty interesting in those moments, even if we haven't those action. Now Jorginho Saliba, the run finally. Jorginho, David Raya, nice one.
Saliba there, just always unfavoured.
Initially it seems impossible, not for Jorginho winning the run to Saliba, but
Saliba,
was close.
Jorginho was always going to be unfavoured against a very strong defender. Now here's Thomas Partey for Marios. Dispossessed. Half-time very soon will be upon us. Bukayo Saka having some joy on that far side. Martin Odegaard into the box now. Back to Bukayo Saka. The Englishman can't get his cross in.
Now the
Marios
real
will
deal.
start again. There's that purple power ball.
There. No.
Man got ahead of Kai Havertz, and that stunning cross comes to nothing. 4 minutes it took to score the first goal. Axe took the chance brilliantly, and since then it's been all one-way traffic. Marios has been chasing that equaliser, but so far unsuccessful.
No, he's trying, Harry. He's trying definitely. Maybe in a desperate way, he's trying the same single action every single time from the right-hand side. Try to pass into the center, rather than sometimes pass back, make something different, because we have seen predicting from Axe those passes each time more and more. So have to find something else, because those crosses will not be always an option. We'll see. Second half, Axe leading. And now, kickoff for Marios.
Good start off the kickoff as
Nice
Marios
turn.
is trying to turn inside and get that finesse, that controlled strike away. But there's just too much congestion there in the box defensively for Axe. He's so good at putting bodies in the way. And well, it spouts favourably for him, and Jorginho now has a foot or two ahead of Saliba, but
was pretty heavy.
stopped and couldn't get the strike away quick enough.
Yeah, so you sometimes want to slow down rather than completely stop the run, because that happened when you completely stop the run. And yeah, that was too much, leaving some milliseconds to the defenders to get closer and catch the ball.
Good prediction so far by Marios in the second half, winning the ball back a couple of times.
I mean, well, you keep with this same score, this game is not done yet. Axe.
Oh,
Havertz. He's getting confident there, Axe right now,
better
Harry.
now for
Yeah,
Axe, yeah, most definitely. Jorginho out to Luis Skelly.
timing.
I think Jorginho will be offside here.
Nice idea, wrong timing, but yeah, we've seen a great version of Axe.
Too early for subs, do you think?
Yeah, well, no, at the end, it can happen anytime right now. I think these two sides need some refreshment. The stamina seems to be quite low, and they will see, especially for Marios, step up in some new positioning on the map of the team, maybe adding more players to the attack. Somehow time is running, and just the equalizer is not enough.
Some fresh legs might be what the doctor orders here. We're now past the hour mark, so You'd expect those super subs to make an impact.
But now Marius can catch the ball properly. It's now Axa who ran forward about the pitch, this time to Lewis Kelly, but finally with that clear, Marius can catch the ball. We're losing it again. Declan Rice could be another counter attack for the man from Japan.
It's dangerous.
There is no control right now.
Seems a little
some
sloppy.
Nerves, maybe.
Definitely some nerves here. Neither of these two wanting to settle the ball down.
One really consider that match, Harry, and maybe that's force you to make not that consistency in your build-up play.
We're approaching the final 20 minutes here of match 3. And it is Axe 1, Marius 0. And Axe in possession with Havertz, finds Jorginho, tries to get the 1-2. Unsuccessfully. Lewis Skelly joining the attack now, giving Odegaard some backup, but Axe just seems to not have enough confidence, no predictions in terms of where the ball wants to go for his attacks, and now that's allowing Marius to come forward. Odegaard, Havertz far side, has Declan Rice for company.
But we see now the problem of the possession game style, Harry. It's like if you throw a counter, you still need to weigh the secondary lines. There is no automatism on your attack to go forward, have up the pitch every single time you regain the ball, as you have in long ball counter, quick counter. So especially when you are losing, possession game style is the worst. When you are leading, OP as maximum, especially in the hands of Marius. So I mean, he's been always playing like that. We see now the quick counter formation. This is the one from Marius from the Axe window, and this is the substitution. Trossard, Thomas Partey, Gabriel Martinelli, and on top Gabriel Jesus, player of the week, for trying to get this potential second goal that will put Axe with 4 points in this group. So it's an important one. That will mean Marius is out, and you will have face-to-face with El Sabi, so positivity is really nice for the stance of Axe.
If things stay the way they are, we will see Axe at the top of the group, of course, with Jay Victor and El Zabi with a game in hand.
Yeah, definitely. It's 15. Could be the last 15 minutes for the chances of Marius to get into the grand final virtually. Still more to play, but had a draw will give him some slightly chances.
Well, that's what he is chasing here.
Oh,
Trossard and Saliba tussling over the ball.
Yeah, the shoulder charge, that body impact you put into the possession player is really important to dominate, because sometimes it's not been awarded with a fault from the referee. Another Trossard with the post in. Once again, the secondary action. Lewis Kelly. Marius with the ball, trying to pass in, but predictable every single time, looking for those passes.
8 minutes until we will see Axe. If things stay the way they are and there is no response from Marius, top this group after 2 games. Trossard, dispossessed but has won a throw-in. So the 24-year-old Japanese competing for the chance to represent Arsenal.
It's time to wasting some time, and game is finished. Harry, 3 more minutes. Could be 1-2 extra chances. Now the ball, well done for Bukayo Saka, with a lot of space to face it. The 1v1 of Calafiori, the Italian facing Saka. Lewis Kelly, Marius the passing, finally Trossard! Timber!
That was very dangerous.
All the mistake!
Oh no, not like this, Marius!
Oh, Raya, yes!
That was a heroic save,
the last
and
one,
there might be one last shot here for Marius. No, 3 points going back to Japan, and we will see Axe with his first win of the group stages after that. What was that, 5th minute goal he scored really early on. Definitely. Had 85 minutes of essentially defending to do when you look at the possession statistics, but had to concentrate that entire time did the job, came home with those valuable 3 points.
That's remind Harry how important it is to get into a game focus with that determination, confidence. Because yeah, that early goal in such a big game as this one was, with not many chances on goal. It was good enough on the young Japanese, which is now on 4 points right after 2 games. When we see now the replay of this fantastic match, that one was the key, of the full match, because it changed drastically mentally how to face this game. Marius started to put some extra pressure on himself with the need to score 2 goals, and AXA more or less wasn't that in a bad position. Great victory. It's really sad, for Marius, which after 2 losses, it feels bad for the young great player.
It's tough. It's really tough, because you never want to see young players be knocked out, but it has to be said, it's almost more difficult when you score early on to maintain that concentration level.
No, when you're winning, it's so easy. When you're losing, it's a different story.
It's really difficult because you don't know whether or not you should just defend the whole game, if you should try and score more goals. You just don't know. So you have to credit Axe there. It's very difficult to know whether or not you should stick or twist. We saw Marius give it a very good go. This was almost curtains for him, but the heroics from David Raya. So the full-time
whistle. You are rushing, trying to do something else. You forget to defend, and anyway,
full-time whistle
was over.
Followed slightly afterwards, Semra, and we saw Axe nervously at the end come home with 3 points.
Oof. Axe burying the hatchet, slicing and dicing his opponents like nobody's business.
Okay.
See what I've done there?
Yeah, I see that.
I had some time to start preparing and thinking of fun ways to talk about it, but here we go. Nonetheless, we've got Mr. Axe himself leading the group. He is followed by Jay Victor, who has the brilliant opportunity to leapfrog and take pole position in his next fixture, followed by El Zabi with just 1 point on the board, and Marius Pap, as you were just talking about, unfortunately for him, 2 matches gone and nothing to show for it. So why don't we get down to business then and carry right along, because we still have so much more to get excited about, so much to sink our teeth into. And as we said, a really tasty tie with this incredible opportunity for some changes in the table. Let's find out what happens next then between El Zabi and Jay Victor.
Time, Alex, as we were just enjoying some of the music. It really gets you into the games, the pre-match music they play for us here.
Yeah, really good, right?
Makes me want to pick up a controller and start competing. I'll leave it for now for the likes of yourself, of course, former professional player, former world champion. You know what it takes to get there.
Oh, that was far away. But anyway, yeah, let's get into the match.
The history books don't fade, my friend. Don't worry. El Zabi against Jay Victor. This is a chance for El Zabi to keep pace in this group.
It's a critical match for this group standing. Let's say a victory of Joao Victor will put him directly into the grand final without have to play the last game. But we saw a great version from El Zabi facing AXA, putting him in a really difficult situation every single time he was attacking for. Now Victor, different story. This is a real acid test for El Zabi in front. The best from the best, Jay Victor. We'll see he be able to perform as before. Let's see.
We'll see if the great entertainer of Team Stallions can continue the maestro-like form on the big stage.
Probably yes, but
I think so.
He will be consistent. That's the key.
Consistency is key indeed. We're moments away from kickoff. Jay Victor against El Zabi. It is the man from UAE in the home red and white Arsenal strip, taking on Jay Victor in the change strip, and El Zabi is looking to put pressure on the man, 14 years his junior here from Brazil. And look at this early attack from El Zabi. Jorginho plays it back to Bukayo Saka. Thomas Partey arriving as well. Who can he find? Odegaard's there lurking, but Cleared away by Jay Victor. Bukayo Saka back to Partey. El Zabi, this is a confident start. But now Jay Victor brings the ball away.
Victor that finally is getting in contact with the ball and with Martin Odegaard in the left-hand side. Just trying to wide open the opponent's defense lines. I love the positioning of Martin Odegaard because every single time he's alone, no? So it's mentally tough because if you run for him, you will open a lot of space behind, and it's what really Jay Victor wants. So will you let him play by himself, or you will make some pressure?
There's a couple of traps that Jay Victor sets, and that is one of them. I think another key for him is to just keep an eye on the ball when he gets it to the feet of Bukayo Saka. That's going to be a goal for him. He likes to dribble with the Englishman.
Nice standing pass to get some time. Oof. Because those standing, not a mistake, Bukayo. Those standing passes, avoiding the first, secondary lines of players. It made you winning some milliseconds, Harry. That then at the end of the chance is some extra meters, that you gain and push forward to your chances to score. Another corner kick will be Jay Victor having something new for us. We'll see. Set pieces, Jay Victor. The same one, Jorginho. This time, no. Benguard, I guess it was predicting El Zabi.
He found success with that routine, didn't he, against Marios in his first group stage game.
Those actions, Harry, could make you world champion or Arsenal club event finals champion. Those details are really, really important. On how many hours the players pass normally in the training practice area, not in the game, just to to try those angles, power, set pieces, free kicks, even penalties.
Bukayo Saka though near side here for El Zabi, cannot control it with Jesus. He was running at such a fast pace, Alex.
He had to show the first time rather than
going
control.
Full speed. There was no way he could have.
What's a nice one? Yeah.
Could have controlled that one. Confidence raising though for El Zabi. Can't poke the ball through the hole there. Now the Brazilian João Victor finds the feet of Havertz. That's a really nice preemptive tackle from El Zabi. And now Bukayo Saka for him. He's going to find Jorginho, will he? No. Saliba defensively for Jay Victor. Gives the ball away.
But yeah, it's one of those players which even sometimes can scare you, with those super cancel, fake shots. But at the end of the day, it's just distraction. It's just a fake action just to make you run out of your position and then jump in. Now the through ball is Jorginho. But at the end of the day, it's like that speed he put into the game, that reflexes are unique, obviously his cross, of Jay Victor. And now is Declan Rice with a chance of El Zabi with the pass in, Jorginho with the pass, Gabriel Jesus! Wonderful manual. He had more time to control, get closer, but it seemed pretty easy to score. But how fast before Gabriel Jesus received the ball was already Jay Victor with a manual goalkeeper waiting in that post.
Predicted he would try and go for that pass, and by the time the ball reached his feet, had David Raya across. Now here's Kai Havertz for Jay Victor. No, that's a defensive breakdown, and it's heartbreaking for El Zabi, who's been pushing the pace. Jay Victor won't mind. He gets the goal that puts him in front, but El Zabi, look away now. Oh, what can you do?
No, nothing. Just simply don't let him get into the box next time. It's been a great match so far for the moment to El Zabi. Let's see how this came to his mind mentally in terms of motivation. It's a completely shock. He's doing a pretty decent game so far, getting closer, almost scoring, taking the lead. And now, when you're facing someone that you know from before is that good, now he's leading. He will have the conform, the calm. You need to step up going forward. I mean, tough situation for I was going to say the John El Zabi is not the experienced El Zabi, which is a great friend. Let me joke on him. We know him. I know him from 2022. We went on some international events. A great guy, great passionate about the game, really great competitor as well.
Well, he has sadly, for UAE fans of this competition, conceded first. Chasing
Nice
an equaliser
ball.
now with Jorginho!
That's it! That's
and there
it.
it is!
The experience, the veteran, El Zabi taking the equalizer.
34 years old, proving that age is just a number. The man who has represented Al Abyad on the national stage, the White United Arab Emirates, at international competitions, after just conceding in a heartbreaking way that he could do nothing about, carves this chart out and takes it straight away afterwards. 1-1.
I'm really happy to see him at this level. I'm sure he's surprising most of you guys at home. Great response. 1-1. We'll see. 10 minutes before the halftime. It's a great score anyway for both, but you know, as a win is a win, and I'm sure these two will go for it.
You think that would be frustrating for Jay Victor? Obviously, he hasn't been able to play his signature kind of dribbling style here against El Zabi. He's not having that cursor confidence, as you would put it.
I think just not the point of the score itself. It's just Jay Victor is not getting those actions before, those intensity, those combinations. So that's the point. No? He's not finding those solutions to be as consistent as you can expect. Now the mistake from Jay Victor, the shoulder check on the car. Woo! It's Salibao Magalhaes was in the last moment for Victor, because that mistake could cost him
Still
get
coming
back
here.
on the score.
And it's another mistake from Jay Victor. He looks a ghost of
great
himself
ball.
here.
Saka!
Saka!
No. Maybe to the shot. The near post. A great chance anyway. Bukayo Saka, player of the week.
Ooh. Had enough power on it, but wide right. And half-time cannot come soon enough for the young Brazilian Jay Victor. Entered this round of games leading the group. Now finds himself in second place behind Axe in the table.
Minutes has been indicated.
We'll see. We'll see a game full of action so far in this first half. 2 goals, some great attempts from El Zabi to score even more, which is still trying. Maybe he's living the best moment so far in this match 4, when we will go to the halftime with that 1-1, which means great from both sides. Not that much from Jay Victor, which surprisingly just one attempt on goal, 1 goal, is behind in terms of feelings, in terms of gameplay against El Zabi. Score is still pretty decent, pretty okay, but
El Zabi looks a bit more fluid than Jay Victor, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen Jay Victor in the past look really snappy in possession.
Defensively, he's having a hard time to defend El Zabi, and wow, it's surprisingly from my side as well. Yeah.
Looks like a game plan that is working from El Zabi. Just try and get a foot in early, predict and preempt some of the touches that Jay Victor is going to make. It's not easy to do. We've seen how quick that Jay Victor can move the ball, but maybe it's a confidence thing, could be a formation, tactics thing. El Zabi just proving that the veteran status is well deserved, and those years of experience are coming to help him out.
No, I think most of the keys of Jay Victor is because he's not regaining the ball as quickly as before. If he starts to having more possession, he will show off why he's capable of. We'll see. Second half, ball is rolling. It's now Jay Victor in possession, quickly losing the kickoff. Now the response, the counter from El Zabi. We're now sending the through ball to Jorginho. Martin Odegaard connecting with Bukayo Saka next inside the box. Jorginho, no fault, no penalty still. Declan Rice, stunning! My days, El Zabi again.
And that is what a stunning strike can do for you. The English DMF, Declan Rice, with enough time to get that purple power bar away. Drills El Zabi into a lead for the first time here against the once group leader here at the Arsenal FC Club Event Finals. Look at the power on that low-driven strike.
That's simply a sensation, not approaching that secondary chance, not that early bit of play pass from the defender, completely cut it and executed by Declan Rice with that stunning shot. You know, we were saying it's not comfortable, JB, to into the game. Great way to take the lead, El Zabi, and we'll see if he can. Yes, finally, yeah, regaining the ball from the kickoff. Now he's officially leading.
Well, as we know, Jay Victor likes to entertain. He does not like to concede, but has to defend here yet again as Erdegaard's trying to maintain his run.
Good, eh? Oh my gosh.
El Zabi is full of
the response.
confidence
El
right
Zabi
now.
losing the position in Tomiyasu. Jorginho almost catching the ball, risking that fall with that shoulder charge. He finally got it. You need to try. 55 for El Zabi, 45% possession for Jay Victor at this time of the game. All the stats, everything on favor from the man from the United Arab Emirates.
Jay Victor now starting to put together one or two passes, but it's just missing that bit of trademark flair that we're used to seeing from him. And El Zabi has looked much more comfortable in possession, and Erdegaard makes it a 2-goal advantage for El Zabi.
It is me? Oh, is El Zabi winning 2 goals? Insane! What a joke! What a chance! What a goal! El Zabi again and again, pushing over the limit to the young teenager from Brazil, Jay Victor. Great pass back, that through ball from Thomas Partey from the back. What a goal! 2 goals up, and this is a statement from El Zabi. He wants to be at the final. He wants to be the Arsenal representative. Will be Jay Victor able to turn over the score? We'll see.
That might be one of the most direct passes we've seen throughout all of the club finals so far this year, to cut open a defence.
From my point of view, it's quite random pass because there's a really low probability to receive that ball, but look, perfect.
He found the lane perfectly.
No, definitely.
And it's Erdegaard.
We saw there are 4 strikers now for Jay Victor. 4-2-4, no midfielders accumulating, or unless having stopped all the 4 defenders with your 4 strikers and trying to make the pressure from there. Will be able with those 2 DMF and CMF, Thomas Partey and Declan Rice, El Zabi, to now defend that pressure from Jay Victor. We'll see.
We just need to see something different out of Jay Victor. We haven't seen that comfortable play style we're used to seeing from him. He looks a bit shell-shocked here. Even the goal he scored was,
look at the
was an own goal.
The response is coming. Tomiyasu. All right, well done.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
On the hour mark, it is El Zabi 3, Jay Victor 1. And it is El Zabi who, as things stand, would be joining Axe at the top of the group standings.
But look at the differences now. The superiority from Jay Victor on top is so big. El Zabi need to find solutions, because I feel we'll have a lot to be defended in this last part of the game.
Trossard almost latching onto that one, but it's a better spell for Jay Victor, a Brazilian who's been wowing us since he burst onto the scene. Of course, I remember years ago when he was playing for FC Bayern München in the eFootball Pro League. I think it was only the one match day he featured in, but he really wowed and he impressed. Against
Barca, against us. He has the... El Zabi! Oh, he lost the timing, but still on. Jorginho! No. Whew. Was a nice one. That could be KO for Victor. We're still pushing. Xavi, no, we were saying, no, J. Victor makes his appearance facing a Torito, no? And that's a crazy, nice match that many of us remember. Just 1-0 for a Torito. Was the only appearance for J. Victor at eFootball Pro back in the days. And yeah, no, I think that story of this young man, he deserves what it has right now, because the sacrifice he put into the dream to be the best.
Raheem Sterling
is unbelievable.
Tries to get the cross in. Jesus was waiting, but he needs a goal very soon, does J. Victor. Maybe from this attack to keep his hopes alive. Fires the ball towards Havertz. But nothing working out for him at the moment. His players look a bit lethargic. He's not getting the rub of the green that we saw in the earlier match against Marios.
Oh, nice one.
Bit better footwork now from Jesus.
Let's see if that can be a springboard. It has to score, Harry, because
can't get the ball.
This result will completely open the chances for Axe, Xavi and Victor to fight for the 2 spot into the grand final. Completely shocking the expectation, no, from this console group finals. Declan Rice still time, 6 minutes left. Needs as soon as he can a goal, Victor, to push the limits over the Xavi, which with 4 points will be on top of the group.
Too eager to win the ball back, and it's a free kick here for El Xabi. And J. Victor, a favourite entering this club event finals, is staring down a 2-goal deficit here to El Xabi. Free kick played short, and Jesus gave an inviting run.
Let's see. Now could be the run. Gabriel Jesus, Tomiyasu. Yes,
wow. Tomiyasu, the hero for El Xabi. J. Victor still giving chase. Don't forget, goal difference could be a factor at the end of group play here as well.
No feelings, no, on the J. Victor gameplay. He's not comfortable. He's not connecting the passes. And now the individual action can be the momentum. Another fake shot. No, the double touch twice in a row wasn't enough.
It's wide left, and El Xabi wins against the young Brazilian, the up-and-comer, the rising star. That's a big 3 points.
Yeah, look at the stats. 6-2. El Xabi overall, well deserved. No, that victory, that score. Looking at the stats, possession, shooting. Let's have the review of what happened. No, those highlights. The first one, that save from Victor from that great attempt. Now we'll see the response. No, J. Victor, Kai Havertz with that pass back, the rebound. It's football, like what I say, football. No, you have to defend before he reached that point.
I mean, many players, when they concede a goal like this, will say, it's unfortunate, it's not my fault, and then you lose concentration, you concede another one. But El Xabi did so well, didn't he? So good to keep that concentration and get that goal back.
It's like, if you eliminate that situation from the game, he left nothing to J. Victor in the full game. Man, that's a huge statement to the rest of the players in this competition. The veteran is here to compete and face everyone, and that's lovely to say.
Yeah, had that chance as well, didn't he, with Saka, with lots of power just before half-time. That could have been 2-1 going into the second half, but it didn't take too long until we saw
right there.
The stunning with Declan Rice to fire himself into the lead.
No, it was pushing over the limits, a player which is the best from being that fast in terms of reaction, reflexes, but this game, no, it looks like they swap up the roles, between these two, because it was unbelievable, the way El Xabi performed.
Yeah, he was rolling back the years with that performance, and that goal made it 3 goals to 1.
Great gap to get close
from there.
To have more calm, just 1 goal up against a player as Victor is most of the time not enough.
Yep.
And great jobs, 4 points. J. Victor with the need to win the last game if he wants to go to the grand final. So different story right now.
Who would have thought going into the last round of
Right.
fixtures we'd have Jay Victor on the proverbial ropes here, Temba?
Yeah, we're getting down to the line, aren't we? I mean, down to the wire, I should say, because 4 matches down, 2 more left to go. We can quickly take a look then and just see where we stand with the group stage, because it's so tight with those top 3. El Zabi has taken the lead then ahead of Axe, even though they do have the same amount of points, but he has a better goal difference. Jay Victor, with that defeat, means that he is in third at present with just the 3 points to his name. Marius Pap, it looks as though he's going to be, I think he's done and dusted, isn't he? No matter what happens,
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
out, because mathematically that's it, even
He's
if he gets
facing
a win.
next El Zabi.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, if you're
So-
just joining us, just the top 2 that make it to that grand final later on. So
There you go.
It's difficult. No? Yeah, just waiting. No? The next game could be the game changer on the chances for El Zabi, but the last one, Axe, Jay Victor, potentially 1 or 2 will be out. So it's like a final, no?
Yeah.
So wow, we'll see.
Well, I tell you what, after what we just saw from El Zabi, he's going to be gunning for more. There's no
Right.
question about that. And he obviously has an opportunity to carry on with the wind in his sails after those 3 goals and those 3 golden points. He's up next against Mario.
Well, here we are into the last round of fixtures at the Arsenal FC Club Event Finals console platform, Alex. It's all come down to this. El Zabi has basically a win-win situation
Right.
here, because all he has to do is avoid defeat against Marios, and I believe he would be into that grand finals. Am I right in saying that?
But there's a different point right now. It's like he's that good being the underdog, but he's not an underdog anymore, because he's now top of the table and he needs to win against a completely defeated, eliminated player that is Marios to go through the final. So, nothing to lose from Marios, a lot to lose from El Zabi. We'll see how those mindset, those mentally points will affect into these last third game, for these 2 title contenders, El Zabi, Marius Pap 21.
It's always fun to see as these groups come down to the wire, how the storylines develop and how new stars can emerge. El Zabi is proving his worth so far in this group. He's in the home strip this time and has taken the first strike in under a minute here against Marios Pap, who is in the Arsenal changed strip, attacking the left side of your screen goal.
Well, see that taking the lead is not that necessary for El Zabi, which is now is Marios with the chance with Bukayo Saka with the pass by Kai Havertz. That Marios is still trying those passes, trying to anticipate, manually getting closer to the ball, just to contact the ball, and maybe using the first time shot or an extra pass. We'll see if this time it's working for him.
Well, 16 years of age separate these 2 competitors.
Crazy.
It is really
Could be
different.
that, and so is now
Oh,
Marios!
Marios! He enters the lead in the opening 10 minutes against the current group leader, and maybe, just maybe, casts a little bit of doubt onto El Zabi's credentials at the top of this group.
Now we just have shown that the FC Barcelona finals, we saw Nexac out of the competition facing a hacker, fighting to get into the final, defeating him. And why not? Same story, Marius Pap defeating the actual leader of the group. That could open the door to Axe and JB to get to the knockouts. We'll see, just the beginning, just 1 goal up for first time. Marius leading. Greek Mafia, which is now seems way more confident of those passes, combination, regaining that ball with Kai Havertz, connecting with Saka, the pass ball once and again, leaving behind the defenders. Tomiyasu, no. Havertz, the rebound, no, they got, oh my God, once and again, Marios, Greek Mafia leading 2 goals up.
Where was this Marios Pap? in the first two group games.
Papi's on fire, Harry. That's the point. Quite late, but he's on fire right now.
And El Zabi's defence is terrified here.
12 minutes is
12 minutes gone. Marios 2. El Zabi 0.
Pretty solid, regaining that ball in that early build-up play from El Zabi, leaving behind with that pass and run with Kai Havertz. From there is no pass. Look for the shot. Maybe a rebound comes to me, and it happens. 2-0. And now, look at that. Almost brilliant competition so far for El Zabi, but these first 15 minutes is killing his chances to go through the final, and needs at least 2 goals right now.
Not the comfortable start that we think El Zabi would have hoped for here. 2 goals down in 15 minutes against a player perhaps he underestimated, I should say, coming into this one. Marios Pap being eliminated, as you said, sometimes you can overlook them, think, oh, okay, what's my plan for the grand final? You first have to get there, and Marios looks on fire here as Havertz is saved. Pap is on fire.
It is definitely. No, it's completely out of control, the defense of El Zabi, that can't handle it, those those attacks from Marios. That, I mean, we clearly see, no, the freedom he has when he attacks, the speed, the combination is way more intense than before. No, we say that at this level, mentally, how do you deal with the pressure is so difficult. We saw from Marios, no, maybe starting the competition against J. Victor and losing that first match, maybe it has a huge impact. We saw similar way from Nexa. Sorry for being repetitive, but I see these two performances really similar so far.
A lot of similarities between the 2 youngsters across our 2 club event finals taking place on the same day. Marios chasing a 3rd goal here. The crowd wants a penalty, but Saliba's tackle was good and fair.
Oh, they got Jorginho, Bukayo Saka. Looking for the through ball, but maybe to the top, but the rebound is positive for him. Gabriel Jesus, El Zabi. Gabriel Jesus trying to leave behind Declan Rice. Almost making whatever it takes to leave it be tall. Declan Rice and strong one and Bukayo Saka. Maybe overthinking too much, Harry. Still a chance for Marios.
So impressive.
Oh,
Marios skipping past everyone that's off the stanchion behind the goal.
Why you haven't played like that before, Marios? Wonderful play. Look at the finishing. That's super cancelable. That was unbelievable. Yes, the finishing. No, the finishing was the not precise one.
It was the only thing missing from that magical run.
Right.
Half an hour almost gone here in the final group stage match for both El Zabi and Marios Pap 21. It is the latter who is in control here. 2 goals to 0 up.
No, it's completely out of control. El Zabi not creating any chance, leading a lot of freedom on his play to Marios, which, if you leave him some distance, is a killer in this game right now.
El Zabi has barely had a sniff here in the first half. Just rushing most of his attacks. He's not looking as free-flowing or as in control and comfortable as he was in the previous game we just saw. He looks a different man here on the sticks. Wins the ball back though with Jorginho. Odegaard back to him now. Jorginho can't get the strike away. Blocked and cleared.
It's a nice one. Nice try from El Zabi.
Odegaard. El Zabi beginning to show us signs of life.
Being quite repetitive with those turn, waiting the secondary line, run forward from the room wall. Has to find something else, because definitely Marios is reading all those passes.
Bit of a better spell here to close these latter stages of the first half for El Zabi. Still 2-0 down. Jorginho tries to link up with his teammates. Declan Rice is covered by Ødegaard. Wins the ball back, does the Englishman. Nice stop on a dime there from Jesus, but his pass is well inaccurate. Nothing really working here for El Zabi so far. Something needs to change. Ødegaard can't thread it through to Jorginho, just not on the same page.
There will be 1 minute added
Calafiori. Jorginho has a runner beyond him. It's Ødegaard, he's found him, but it's tried a difficult turn in the box.
It's getting close about half-time. 2 goals up. Twice score for Martin Ødegaard for Marius. And the feeling that, yeah, with the pass of the time is running. Marius is comfortable with the score, with the gameplay, more or less controlling the action, all the attempts from El Zabi, and El Zabi will start to be more and more nervous. So we'll see how he handles the situation. El Zabi has to react, have to score and win the game, and we'll see if that will happen.
Alex, as we kick off the second half, El Zabi is in danger of needing a favour from elsewhere, because goal difference in this table matters as well.
Yeah.
So look out for the twist and tails as this group stage comes to its conclusion. El Zabi in the home strip, conceding 2 goals in the first half, sees himself at a disadvantage here and chasing the game. Jorginho again fails to link up with his forward line. Here he is on the ball, finding Martin Ødegaard. That's better. That's much better. And it's the club captain, the CMF, breaking through and scoring 1 back now for El Zabi.
No. The performance of El Zabi during the whole day is not a casualty. He's back, approaching that great recovery from Declan Rice. The pass in, Jorginho finding inside the box Martin Ødegaard. That with a great finishing is putting his ball into the net. Just 1 goal down from the man from the United Arab Emirates. El Zabi getting closer. A potential draw will put him in a great spot through the grand final. But still a long way to make that possible. Now the kickoff for Marius, which is quickly losing the ball. Harry will, the veteran, able to turn up his score after being 2 goals down. The momentum is on his side. We'll see.
Well, that goal will give him the belief that he can go on and score more. Bukayo Saka,
look at that.
Back to Ødegaard, just dwelling on the ball there. And cleared away by Marius. Then White through to Martin Ødegaard. Needed some backup there, but no one was presenting themselves quick enough. And the Norwegian club captain is closed down. Here he is on the ball though. Bukayo Saka tries a fancy flick through to Gabriel Jesus.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
That chance is gone, but another is about to present itself. Maybe if Jesus can skip past the defence, which he cannot.
Nice ball, eh? Marius finding a solution on the right-hand side. Bukayo Saka versus Tomiyasu, 1-on-1. Saka, Tomiyasu, now Declan Rice joined the defence side. Bukayo Saka connecting with Partey. Gabriel Jesus, Faliba. Nice manual defense from El Zabi, quickly losing the ball. Now some nice moment from the man from Greece, from Marius, that looking for the third potential goal will kill this game 5. Partey, Ødegaard, Havertz, how many passes the ball into the post. Great combination of 4-5 passes in a row at first at 1 touch.
Marius has re-entered the chat. He has awoken from his slumber in this game and is now in what looked to be an ascendancy here. That's a strong challenge. The referee has smartly waved play on to the advantage of El Zabi.
All right, corner kick for Zabi. Martin Ødegaard. substitution.
Makes sense.
18 minutes remain, Harry. We check here on the Sabi tactics with that Bukayo Saka, no, which is the man who once he connect with him, waiting secondary lines, he's putting his gameplay worthy on it. And the other side, no, that we saw Odegaard and Bukayo Saka for Marius to make those 2v1. Now, substitution. Leonardo Trossard from right winger now to the left forward, yes, to make similar action, but in the other side of the pitch. And with the entrance of Kai Havertz as the main finisher, no, will be unbelievable. The thing will be he will be able to connect with Trossard as he did with Bukayo Saka. We'll see in a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. 15, 18 minutes left. Harry, a goal is needed from El Zabi to end his chance to be in the grand final later on.
Just one goal will do wonders for him. Here's fresh
Mikel
on.
Merino.
Oh, fresh
Still
on.
Declan Rice.
Oh,
Great save, still on.
It's still alive.
No.
It's finally, gratefully, into the hands of David Raya.
That was a really nice combination of action that almost went in from El Zabi, which is keep trying and trying. Wonderful second half version from him. Completely the opposite from the first half dominant by Marius, which now is having a hard time to defend any single action from the man from the United Arab Emirates, El Zabi, which now Declan Rice, Mikel Merino. Nice play, but which is deflected. Regaining by Magalhães, who is quickly losing the ball. Marius can keep the possession. The long ball, that easy one for intercept.
10 minutes left between El Zabi needing a favour or potentially El Zabi confirming his place in the grand final later. Let's see what happens between now and the final whistle between these two great eFootball players. Bukayo Saka near side for Marius is coming forward. Lewis Skelly on the ball inside the box.
The penalty, no.
The referee says no pen. Fair tackle. Where are the red and white shirts here for El Zabi? Zinchenko, he's been introduced. Kai Havertz,
no,
he's offside. Would not have counted anyway.
Yeah, because if that ball goes in, oof. Anyway, which matters, 2 goes to 1 in favour of the man from the Greece.
One or
Marius.
two moral chances, I feel, Alex, in this game.
Yeah, you know, anything can happen already. We'll see. An equalizer will come on a third goal from Marius killing the score. Bukayo Saka, Lewis Kelly, 2v1. Bukayo Saka inside the box looking for the next party shot. Great save, secondary chance. Trossard! Game over!
Marius has secured the win against the group leader El Zabi.
That funny celebration, playing golf. Yes, chilling. Thomas Partey and Lewis Kelly. You know that's part of the game. You know, when you are 2 goals down, you're trying and trying, not that focused on the defense in front of such a big player as Marius. Well approached, 3-1 on that secondary chance right after that great save from David Raya. That pass back from Lewis Kelly to a fresh Leonardo Trossard, that able to, with that first time shot, put the ball into the net. 3-1, Harry. Feels bad from El Zabi, because right after a wonderful performance in this competition, which ends his competition with just 4 points, and we don't know if that will be enough. He will depend on the last match of the game.
He will need Axe to do him a serious favour.
Right.
In the last match of the group stages, or potentially he could need João Victor to do him a favour as well. We'll have to take a look.
Yeah, depends on goal. Yeah, exactly.
And exactly how the group stage looks after this one.
Let's see how this game ends. Potentially an extra chance will happen, where is now Zabi in possession with a goal. Could be positive for him, but it's not. Well done, Saliba. Well done, Marius, taking home the last 3 points on his participation here at the Arsenal Club event finals.
Wow.
Sadly for Marius, no, that he has woke up that late, no, Harry. I think he showed up how good he is. Overall, he showed up some flashes of his gameplay, but at the end, you have to perform on time, no? Great victory at the end, and but it is what it is, no?
It's such a great parallel you made between him and Nexa from the FC Barcelona Club event finals. Both similar positions,
yeah,
similar results as well.
In terms of mentally, how when they were completely out of the competition, when they started to perform as usually, and how they were able to beat the top of their group before the last match. Yeah. You know, I know this guy very, very well. I faced him in my last competition last year, and this guy is really good, have a huge potential. But, I mean, there's many that happen the same. You have to perform at this stage if you're going to be in the World Finals one day.
Every single match.
I mean, he had the skill, he had the resources, he understands the meta of the game. But, you know, it's here where you have to prove it. So, anyway.
All it would have taken was a point from either of his other two games, and we'd be talking about him potentially being in contention for the grand finals later on, but sadly wasn't to be for him today. The 2 goals he scored early on made it so much more difficult and casts doubts at the time into the mind of Elzhabi, but now at the time of speaking, whether or not Elzhabi will feature in the grand final later on.
Wow, I don't know. It's like either of those 3 players can be potential champion. I don't know which of them wants or prefer each other in the grand final. The boys on the head of J. Victor X in the last match. I think that will explain what will happen at the end of the day.
That'll be a big one.
Yeah, it's a potential final that could be an extra final later on. It's like, could be great, no? Because if you are J. Victor, you win the last match, and you probably will face Elzhabi, which maybe you don't really like him, but if you don't beat Axe, you're out of the competition. So, I mean, you can't think on those points. Yes, win your game, make sure you are in the final, as we saw right here. Even the logic, which is Elzhabi beating Marius, didn't happen at the end.
Yep.
And now it's Elzhabi in the edge and not to make it through the final. So
it goes to show, Semra, you have to be on point in every single match in these club finals, because all of these players champions within their own region just to make it to this stage. Marius there proving he was worthy of representing Europe and Africa at this club event finals.
Talking about being on point, we have 1 match to go left in the group stage, so let's quickly remind ourselves of how things are looking after that latest result, because this is just about as tight as you can possibly get. Really, it is just fantastic to see. So we know that Elzhabi is through, I believe, right? Or no?
No one is through already.
No one is through.
The only
right.
sure is Marius is out of the competition right after 3 games.
Yes,
but
that's
if
right.
you tell
because
me
now J. Victor is coming up against Axe,
right.
So we've got top versus bottom, even though there's 1 point between them. But both of them have the potential to go through or to go out.
A draw is worthy for these 2, but if you tell me that J. Victor was going to be the last from the group just before the last match of the day, it's completely no sense.
This is wish fulfillment for Harry, though. He said it was all going to come down to this final match. He did call it.
I did, but right now I'm just glad I'm not one of our referees, because I have no idea how to figure out the tiebreakers and all the different permutations. I'm just looking forward to this showcase matchup, match number 6 of our stream.
Yep.
It was always going to be a battle of 2 heavy hitters of the eFootball console world. We've got our wish. We get to see 2 superstars go head to head.
No,
from
definitely.
Opposite sides of the earth as well. You've got on the one hand Japan, the other hand Brazil. It's Axe versus J. Victor.
Well. Here we are again at a game number 6 in our club event finals. This time Arsenal FC console group stages. We have 2 of the greats in the eFootball console world right now. 2 of the best, most informed players battling for a win and in scenario. You win this one match, you guarantee yourself in the grand final following, which means you are just one game away from featuring in the Konami eFootball World Finals in Tokyo in the summer. It's going to be a big event, and this will also be a big event, Alex, because it's just a group stage match, but it is a very important one for the complexion of the group. It will be Axe and J Victor locking horns here for the first time this year.
Let's see what's going on in the last match of group stage. If the score keeps on that way, these two players will go through the grand final. But in the case J Victor is able to win, we are going to start to make some match for see if he'll Sabi or Axe go through the grand final. But we'll see. Is Axe on possession with the kickoff, connecting with Lewis Kelly with that long through ball to Bukayo Saka. It's not worth it. This could be a potential World Finals final between these two. So you're sure we are not in Japan already, Harry? Because that could be a potential final. But today, on the way through that moment, is now Kai having the rebound. No way! No way! How that things can't happen in such an important moment as this one. Kai Havertz catching that rebound with David Raya completely out of his goalie and making so easy that finishing for Kai Havertz. He's actually leading, guys. Is the man from Japan completely shocking at this start. So lucky, J Victor.
Just like that, we see Axe be the benefactor.
Look at the positioning of Raya.
Where is he?
Yeah.
So off-centre, caught ball watching, just wasn't expecting his defence to give the ball away.
Yeah, because his game style, when you are in possession, he leaves his position. He was in possession, but because that rebound, he had no time to come back to his original position. It is what it is. The responsive of J Victor, it has to be met now.
It has to.
Oh,
that is so dangerous. Turning into the on-rushing DRX Axe, who, by the way, is in the Arsenal home strip. Red socks, white shorts, red and white jerseys. J Victor, who needs a result from this, be it a draw, a win, just do not lose and you will feature most likely in the grand final to follow immediately after this. But for now, Axe is looking to turn the screw and give himself that 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, definitely it's a shock, because with those kind of important matches, you don't expect or you want any kind of red situation, no, Harry, that could make you start to lose the focus, no? As we are seeing J Victor, maybe that initial shot is making him not comfortable at all, let's say, on his gameplay, on his confidence, the sharpness, on connect those passes, those tricks that he's famous for. But we'll see, still time to react, still time to come over and say, I'm here, I want to win this competition, and he's now there. Kai Havertz, Jorginho will be offside, and once again, possession from the reigning runner-up from the World Finals, Axe, DRX. These kind of players, know that we will see very often, in every competition across the world. The Axe, J Victor. Maybe in a few years we could say, Harry, is a derby in all a class of titans that we will see many often. We'll see. Kai Havertz, the rebound. Axe getting closer. Score the second one.
Well,
this
he
time,
witnessed
well done.
Earlier today, Alex, his DRX teammate Tess secure his berth to the World Finals.
And that was unbelievable, eh?
It really was.
John H. winning FC Barcelona and having his teammate almost getting the final. That's unbelievable for the team.
Just a show of strength for the Japanese contingent, but watch out for Saka, as J Victor is always dangerous. As soon as he gets the ball to a dribbler like the Englishman Saka, he will be a threat.
Oh, the rebounds is almost looking every single time for the Axe. Harry, what can happen. I want to see your analysis on the future of this game.
Ooh.
Victor, the pass in, the rebound is Lewis-Skilly. There's no time to analyze because we got a goal. It's Jay Victor back on track, 1-1. At least Jorginho just said pretty well. Great reaction. Nothing happened. Great one for Jay Victor.
Game well and truly on now between these two rising stars of the eFootball sphere, and it's a mistake that led to Axe score the goal earlier on in the first half. You could argue he's given one back now to João Victor. Giving the ball away in your own box is never ever going to lead to any kind of pleasure for you here on the eFootballing stage.
The theory is simple. No, you didn't clear the ball as you has to, and in front of these players, if you let slightly space or room for that chance, they put it into the net. No, great goal. Important because how we were seeing now the momentum of Jay Victor after conceding that first goal now will change drastically, and let's see if now Axe has the way to keep the score at least for a few minutes, leaving the momentum from Jay Victor, and then we'll see, no, if because for sure Axe will have some chances to take once again the lead.
Threatening after Havertz headed that one down, João Victor to try and grab the go-ahead goal. 10 minutes until half-time. Here's Lewis-Skilly for
Lewis-Skilly
Axe
versus Lewis-Skilly. Axe, Jay Victor challenging itself everywhere across the pitch.
Martin Odegaard now for DRX Axe. He's given the ball away, and now João Victor's opportunity is to try and break through the stout Japanese defence here. Jorginho has tried to run in behind, had Sábado trying to cover him and said, you know what, I'll try and turn the other way.
It's almost mandatory. No, the speed of Jorginho is not that high. The quality, the turns are brilliant, but it's necessary. It's a pity, no? But you send the through ball, gain some meters, gain some distance, turn back, restart again. It's great. But yes, sadly, no, Arsenal has no that's fast striker, no, that could make that impact, an extra one, let's say.
3 minutes until half time. There's a break in play as there's a throw in on that far side. And Axe.
Oh, look, a long throw in.
We'll try that long throw. Has Kai Havertz to aim for?
Yeah, that's a problem, no? It's like Havertz is okay, but it's not that OP, no? Have not that area superiority, that high stat on heading. Difficult for sure.
Has been indicated.
2 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Which way will the last attack of the half go? It looks like it will be going the way of the young Brazilian, will it? Declan Rice trying to poke the ball forward into the final third. Will the referee allow this one to go Axe's way, I wonder?
Nice ball.
Bukayo Saka
ball.
is free, far side at the end of this first half.
No.
Skelly cannot latch onto it, and
he had
it will be 1-1.
Seconds to decide to that pass, and he was thinking and said, all right, let's do that, but it was quite late. Great move with Magalhães for Jay Victor catching that ball, that important one. 1-1. It's a difficult situation because these two right now are already qualified, but if you maybe relax a little bit, you can lose the game. You probably are out if you are Jay Victor, and you probably too if you are Axe. So
prime example is El Zabi in the last game against Marios. We saw him relax a little bit too much.
You can, and it's a difficult situation because if you risk too much, you can lose a lot, which means get out of the competition. So we'll see how these two play, get those nerves, those handling those probabilities, because they know what they need to get through, because they are the last one playing the group stage. But you don't know the intention of your opponent. No? So we'll see. It's now Jay Victor on the kickoff.
A half of eFootball that could define these two players' seasons. We're still in the group stages here, but these two playing out the last match in the group stages to decide who will feature in the grand final following this. Lewis Skelly here for Axe, starting the second half off really well. There's some good build up there, but can't poke the ball around the corner to Kai Havertz.
Throw in, which is always important, especially on that side, because if you perform pretty well, it seems like a corner kick, especially if you win the header. Kai Havertz versus Magalhaes, winning the header. Jorginho bend wide, secondary chance, still possession for Axe with no one to connect with, losing the ball. Kai Havertz with Odegaard 2v1 with that clear, looking to Trossard maybe for that secondary action. This time is really smart from Axe. Odegaard connecting with Jorginho, Kai Havertz, Lewis Kelly, the rebound, Jorginho. Another clear from Jay Victor. This time winning the header with Kai Havertz. Odegaard connecting on the left-hand side with Kai Havertz. Losing again the ball, still on possession. The stunning pass. Trossard, the fake shot. Odegaard, the stunning. Great block.
He lost his man and shrugged the defender off to give himself enough room to get that power bar off that was purple, and here he is on the ball again. Odegaard has Timber for company, and it is Jurrien Timber who makes that tackle. 1 hour gone between these two titans. Lewis Skelly into the box here for Axe, and Saka was waiting there. João Victor,
30 minutes left.
Maybe living a little dangerously in his own box there.
I see way better Jay Victor rather than Axe right now into the game, and that's a tough situation now for Axe, which a goal from Jay Victor will put him in a difficult situation. Same for Jay Victor if Axe scores. I'm thinking just on El Savi watching the game, like, please, someone scores, I need it.
Well, Declan Rice for Axe will spray it wide to Bukayo Saka. Martin Odegaard, look at that ball to Lewis Skelly. Jorginho's waiting!
Oh my ways!
It's a goal that's heard all the way back in Japan. It's 6 a.m. there right now, but that goal will be heard all the way back at Konami HQ in Ginza. The Japanese man has fired himself into the lead now.
It was a unexpected finishing. The chance was pretty well, but the timing for that pass in from Lewis Kelly to Jorginho, where Jay Victor had all the time to clear the ball, but somehow appeared this speedy Jorginho catching the ball, putting it in. Let's say it's acrobatic finishing. I don't know how to call it, but wonderful job, Jorginho.
It was improvised, an improvised finish.
Totally. Wow. 2-1. I have no word for that. Why I'm actually seeing Jay Victor needs 2 goals right now, because the goal difference, if I'm not wrong,
he's on 3 points.
Yeah, because the goal difference is under the goal difference of Xavi, so he needs to win the game.
Yeah.
My goodness. He has to go for it. Look at the formation. It's completely going, hype up the pitch, accumulate as many players as he can. This is this is Jay Victor. Sorry, 3 centre backs. It makes sense. Odegaard, left winger, right winger, Timber, Bukayo Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. Go for it, man. In front is Axe. If someone knows how to control this action, is Axe. And we'll see Gabriel Jesus and the rest going to defence.
I was just looking at that. Jesus out that far left
and
side. That's going to be the outlet.
Being around there, try to do something.
If you can get him behind, get me a goal, that would be great.
That's the point. And
I'm sure El Zabi will be cheering that one on as well. That's going to be the key here. But wow, I mean, who would have thought it entering this round of fixtures, João Victor facing elimination?
Well, anything can happen in right a few moments if Jay Victor gets to score and before maybe the 80s or the 75 minutes. So we'll see. No, this moment mentally, just to swap and get ready the secondary, the sub-tactic, the review, the corner kicks, whatever on the tactics, and we'll see. The kickoff for Jay Victor is really important, because if he doesn't score the kickoff, he's really over the limit right now.
Well, here we go. Plenty of time left on that clock for there to be a response from João Victor. He will need to go for that jugular, but Axe is trying to do the same up the other end. Kai Havertz now, plenty of time and space. Tries the finesse.
That was close, eh?
Wins the ball back. Gabriel Jesus is dispossessed by Ben White. And João Victor in that Arsenal changed strip on the ball.
Nice one, eh? Gabriel Jesus, Victor Calafiori, and clear mindset every single time they regain the ball, sending a long clear to the Rex. No way.
Not like this. João Victor too confident on the ball, and it's Axe who steals it away.
Man, what you were thinking about? Oh man, it was a critical mistake. I didn't saw that coming, Harry. It is unbelievable, huge mistake for such a big player that Jay Victor played for a ball pass with David Raya. And yeah, easy peasy for Kai Havertz for Axe. Now 2 goals up, and that means a lot because Jay Victor needs 3 goals right now. We see some pauses, maybe some problems around. No, maybe some extra changes. But I mean, you guys, I mean, something that always happens even to the pros, even to the best guys, can happen mistake at that one. But in that moment, in such a crucial match, Harry,
it's heartbreaking.
No, it's definitely.
It's so heartbreaking. You live and you die by that play style, and it's just, I can't explain it. From João Victor, a player with such promise and such skill and finesse, just didn't.
Still time. It's not over. But seeing overall how went the game, just thinking that he had time to score 3 goals, it seems impossible. Let's see. That's why we are here, to see the full game till the end. Everything can happen, but the reality is Axe 2 goals up, and that will put him into the grand final, facing El Sabi for the moment. But let's see. Raheem Sterling for Jay Victor getting not a corner kick. 15 minutes left. Another Japanese could be in the grand final.
Well, if there's a man that can claw this back, it is João Victor,
Definitely,
a man with unparalleled skill.
Yeah. And he has to score right now. He has to score in this chance.
He needs to. But cannot break through the defensive line of Axe. And while we talk about the skill and the flair of João Victor, let's not forget Axe, the runner-up, second in the world in the 2024 season, lost in the final to Maya Geka, 3 goals to 1 at the last hurdle.
Nice
Here
ball.
comes João Victor.
Yes, he's in.
All right. João Victor doesn't like to share the limelight.
No, it's not over. He's on time. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It gives you a lot of room for chances. Unless one more goal. Oh my goodness.
What a
This
story
end of the
this
group
would
will be dramatic until the end. I'm feeling that.
Well, I said it's around 6:30 in the morning at the moment in Japan. It's prime time in Brazil.
Right.
6:30 p.m. over there. And they are enjoying what they're seeing after that goal
Another
from João
pause.
Victor, but he needs at least one more.
I feel nerves. It's like, I mean, those many pauses because you should keep defending like that from Axe side, or you should be a little bit more a balanced formation, just not to give the ball full time to Jay Victor. Anyway, look at that, 5 center back right now for Axe. It's like, I don't want to play anymore this game, just want to defense. That will be enough. I don't know, especially that position enough on the sub-tactic from Jay Victor. It seems to be a surprise because as we see, the funny thing on eFootball, you can't see the sub-tactic from your opponent. So if we see in the first preview, Raheem Sterling starts on the left-hand side, but then in game we see Sterling in the left winger. It appeared, yes, alone from there, and it was the man who scored the last goal. So he will be able to perform the same again in the next one. We'll see. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more goals needs from Jay Victor. A draw or this goal? No, the draw is for J. Victor enough to qualify, right? Yeah, sorry for that.
We will
see. An extra goal will put him to the grand final, right?
We said, Alex, at the very start of this streaming service today, this match number 6 between Axe and João Victor would be the stuff of headlines.
Now, I can't imagine El Zabi right now, because a goal from J. Victor will send him out. And we'll put J. Victor versus Axe in a rematch, but this time in the grand final.
Here comes João Victor as we're looking towards some of the last throws of the dice for him here. He needs a goal. He needs to throw the kitchen sink at this game.
And honestly, if you are Axe, you know, if you keep the score, you avoid J. Victor in the grand final. So, you know, it's the moment. It's the moment to do that.
That's some motivation. As Gabriel wins the ball back. Jesus.
2 plus additional time. I don't know. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes because the substitution and all the pauses.
There's been a lot of stoppages, a lot of goals in this second half.
Oh, look at the superiority. If he connects the pass to the bottom, he will have the chance. 4 minutes.
4 minutes added on. Nwaneri with the cross.
Winning the header.
Saliba's tackled really strongly. And well, Axe has possession. Will just hoof that as far forward as he can. One more last opportunity for João Victor to save his group stage campaign.
Martinelli
to keep his dream alive, to represent Arsenal. Last attack is headed forward. And Axe will win. João Victor eliminated.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. What have we just seen?
What a match. And at the end, the defining was that mistake for the goalkeeper. If you remember, 3-2, look at the stat. Quite close, 5-3 chances on both sides. But that mistake, when they were 2-1, putting that second goal up to Axe, what the defining in this match.
What did we just witness between those two?
I mean, well, it was a final.
It was incredible.
Between these two. It was unbelievable. That mistake, unlucky, really unlucky from J. Victor. Axe catching that rebound. And impressive. Definitely impressive. You know, you can't leave the job done for the last match, especially when you're having that tough calendar, not facing Axe in the last game. And it was or Axe or J. Victor, no? It is true that the draw, it was worthy for both of the players, but that didn't happen at the end. And it will be Axe facing El Zabi in the grand final, completely shocking everyone that the veteran will be 1 game ahead to be at the World Finals.
Amazing.
Obviously, it's not the favorite, but imagine if this man is winning the grand final. I will message him right after the tournament. Man, that's story made if you made that possible. Wow.
It wouldn't just be eFootball history. I think that might be eSports history.
Right, yeah.
Worldwide. That is
that mistake. That was the... No, I can't believe it that happened. I can't believe it. No.
It's João Victor, his game plan in a nutshell. He will live and die by controlling the ball, playing out from the back and trying to beat players.
Because
it's difficult.
When you felt you're going to lose the ball, you clear rather than pass. You know what I mean? It's like why he was thinking or what he was feeling, no? Because not thinking, but he was feeling something else rather than doing that wrong, no? So bad. Even with that, he found solution, and he was almost able to turn over the score. That if he scored in the last situation, I would have jumped over the desk. Honestly, it's like.
Well, that was just absolutely unbelievable. It's crazy to see João Victor eliminated in the group stages, and some people might be questioning why we downplay Axe's contributions to last year's season. I mean, he made it all the way to the World Finals, got to the Grand Final, fell at the last hurdle, but you have to remember, this is a new season. And everyone's account resets to 0. So it is difficult to get back there, but now he finds himself 1 game away from representing Arsenal.
If this man make it possible to the final time and win this trophy next to me, like, ladies and gentlemen, it's impressive. The discipline that we are seeing from the Asian players overall, Japanese especially, Indonesian players, it's simply insane. It's a reminder of the glory days of Europe when we were winning almost every competition across the world, but nowadays Asia, especially Indonesian and the Japanese players are on top. with the respect of Brazil, no, for sure, that on mobile especially they are almost winning everything. And also on console they are one of the most important countries so far across the world. No? So let's see. No? Let's take a review overall of the matches today. No? Especially that victory of El Xavi in Game 4 against J. Victor was the defining beside the match 6, in my opinion, Harry, because coming from that strong performance from J. Victor on match 2, who could expect him to lose his second and third matches?
I have absolutely no doubt that A, no one thought that would happen, and B, we will see João Victor come back stronger.
After match day 1, my point is like J. Victor in the final, and then I don't know
everyone else.
Yeah, it's wow.
It's crazy how these club event group stages can change, Semra, because we're now seeing a grand final that has been teased since match number 1.
Right.
Our two opponents we see in the grand final played each other first a couple of hours ago.
Oh, wow. It is amazing how things can change ever so quickly. But I tell you what, at least they left one of the best matches for last, right? I mean, we were really hoping we would get something very tasty out of that one, and we certainly did indeed. So there you have it. So we obviously had a look at the results. Why don't we quickly take a look at the standings one more time, just to get that final look at how it all panned out in the end. So Axe led the way in the end with 7 points on the board, followed by El Xavi. Those two, as we already know, are going to be heading into the grand final in just a few moments. That means that Marius Pap, even though he got 3 points, as did J. Victor, both of them, unfortunately, will pack their bags, even though they already are home. But anyway, we're going to say it. Nonetheless, they are going to be out of this competition for the remainder of the day. So, guys, any final things we should say, we should look forward to, we should look out for, expectations for this big final?
In May of 2024, we saw Axe in the Arsenal FC Club event for the console platform make it to the grand finals. He was runner-up on that occasion. He's undefeated so far in this competition.
Right.
I have a feeling after that result just then, we could see a different result for Axe in 2025. I think this is going to be a difficult gentleman to beat.
Yeah, I would say this man is coming to give that extra, no? That he has that lack of lucky in the World Finals, and I think this man is on the right time, right spot to be today qualified to the grand final. But beside that, huge respect for Xavi, what he did today, just being in the final. I don't know what will happen, but the man deserves the biggest respect as possible, leaving behind Marius and J. Victor, being in the grand final. It's unbelievable. And only one game, best of one, grand final. Anything can happen, honestly. On paper, we have a favorite, but at the end, Semra, Harry, football is football, so we'll see.
It certainly is. But it's time to ride high and ride the tide, because why not? It's been a brilliant day so far. I can only imagine that we're going to get more sparks and fireworks then as we head into the final match of the day, because we have been waiting for this moment. We've been building up to this moment. So let's give it up for our finalists, Axe and El Xavi.
Playing all the way since October 31st. They all knew they would be featuring in this club event finals. There has been eager anticipation. Everyone's been waiting to see who would be the North London representative at the World Finals for the console platform. Who will join Anten Tienes in Tokyo in July? It's going to be one of these two men, Alex. It's going to be Axe and El Xavi. We cannot call this one because they're in contrasting form. Axe is coming off an amazing win. El Xavi may be flattered to deceive a little bit in his match against
I'm getting
Marius.
nervous, Harry. I'm getting nervous. Another final that is coming from two finalists who previously had draw in the group stage. So anything can happen. The game 1 of today between these two were crazy, and now the grand final was just one game ahead to be at the World Finals. The reigning runner-up of the World Champion, or the veteran, who's gonna win? Major odds on the chat right now. Here we go, Harry. Is it time?
3-3 in match number 1 of the group stages when these two last met. It will be El Xavi and Axe kicking off in just a moment's time.
Vamos.
And what is at stake is a place guaranteed at the World Finals in July. It is Axe in the Arsenal red and white home strip and El Zabi in the changed, darker strip of the North London club.
Normally at finals, taking the lead have an extra impact, no? Because the nerves and the pressure that you have over your shoulders should be way more than normally. So let's see who takes the lead. Axe with a strong start is Kai Havertz looking for the extra pass. Jorginho!
Jorginho!
Yes!
He scored early in the previous match against Jay Victor. He's done it again here. Jorginho, the star man for DRX Axe.
Simply Axe, what can I say? Winning the distance from the left-hand side, leaving behind right after the right back, and that extra through ball to Jorginho, which is becoming the MVP so far, no? Rather than the mobile finals where we saw Kai Havertz as the MVP, Harry, and this time Jorginho is being the man, no? Overall for most of our players today.
Yeah, the star man for mobile has turned into a provider for Jorginho. And it's a perfect start for DRX Axe here in our grand final. A reminder, this is now extra time and penalties territory if we need them at the end of 90 minutes. And I just want to cast your mind back, Alex, to where we were a few months ago in Riyadh, an international competition where Japan were so close to making it into the next round, and they lost a surprising match against Costa Rica. I cannot shake the image in my head of Axe with his head in his hands, buried in his towel. Just disappointment, bitter disappointment for him. Fast forward a few months, it's a new year, a new season. He's here in a grand finals. He has a one-goal advantage, and it might be two with Kai Havertz, as luckily Calafiori is able to come across and steady El Zabi's nerve. Now, can the man from UAE fashion his first chance of this grand final? The answer is no. And now Axe can begin to think about building himself.
Yeah, now we're getting into those moments where players are reading each other, understanding how to go through, even if they have played before. You need to, every single time, analyzing, adapting yourself to the gameplay, to your opponent, and we are there in those moments where there's no controls. Now Calafiori connecting with Gabriel Jesus, first for El Zabi, missing the ball, missing the positioning. Jorginho, Calafiori in a survival mode for El Zabi. Another great ball from Shumpei from Axe. Right after 22 minutes, we keep with the same score. Axe leading right after that illegal that is putting him closer to win the championship today. Kai Havertz, the through ball! Top class! And look at who is in. Kai Havertz. Watashi wa Shumpei aka Axe, and I want to be fighting for the world championship in Tokyo. Huge statement from Shumpei, from Axe. What a pass and what a finish.
It's like a finish from the mind of Jinpachi Ego. Bit of blue lock mentality from Kai Havertz here. Didn't overthink it. One touch into the strike to double the advantage. And that goes a long way to sending yet another Japanese representative to our World Finals.
I don't know if people is waking up at this time in Japan, but it's worth it. Let me say, it's completely worth it. The country-mate is leading 2-0 in the grand final. I don't know what's going on in Japan lately, but from the beginning of eFootball back in 2020,
they must be putting something in the water over there.
Raining the eFootball esport is seen like never before. We got Udi, Mayageka, Axe, Takaki, today Tess. My goodness, what a list of superstars of eFootball reigning the actual ecosystem. Besides Indonesia for sure, Brazilian on mobile is unbelievable.
The Blue Samurai really cooking some great talent over there, of course. Ooh. Thanks to the National E-League, of course, the EJ League.
No, he's having a hard time now, El Zabi.
El Zabi is difficult. He's having a difficult time, you're right, in steadying himself.
You can be losing the group stage, but losing 2-0 in the grand final is a different feeling. It's a different flavor, let's say. You can't deal the situation the same way. So let's see if he can keep the defense solid, not to concede any extra goal, and try to create something else, like maybe this one. Harry.
Jorginho now for El Zabi. Is just waiting for Axe to commit one way or the other, and well, you and I both thought that Saliba was beaten there, but it's easier said than done, as he is just a brick wall alongside Gabriel at the back. Arsenal, a long-standing team in eFootball that is one to be treasured. They have many in-game items that are just so powerful.
4 minutes before the halftime, maybe looking for that throw-in, connecting Kai Havertz. Let's see what have Shumpei, Axe, dear Axe in mind. Is now Martin Odegaard with a throw-in. Havertz looking Odegaard, Lewis Kelly. Is Lewis Kelly once again winning the ball? Calafiori. Closer to the third one. Havertz!
Off the root of the
still a
post.
chance.
It's still
Saka, if he scores, it will be a massive score. That was close.
Corner kick. Just before half-time. And it's a corner that El Zabi, quite frankly, needs to survive. Swung in. Who's that arriving here to try and head it on? Gratefully into the hands of David Raya. And Axe has taken every chance that has come his way near enough. Here's another one. Kai Havertz at the end of this.
Standing! No. This man.
What can you say? Shumpei San is just clinical in this grand final.
I mean, I want to ask the referee for a test. It is a Axe playing, actually, is a cyborg, because what a way to perform the final. I mean, it's just outstanding performance every single way into their first half. Unbelievable.
It's nothing flashy, it's no technical, incredible flair, there's no crazy combos, it's just clinical finishing and finding the right lanes. It's tactics, it's the whole package in the first half of this grand final, and we're seeing DRX Axe in the driver's seat here in the grand final.
When you're in a final, Harry, you're expecting a more closer match, especially what we saw in the game one today. No,
it was 3-3, yeah.
A lot of up and downs, initially from El Zabi, then Axe, but right now it's like just Axe playing himself.
I can remind you, Alex, we saw in that 3-3 game, it was El Zabi who took the lead, not once but twice.
Yeah, and with the feeling that he was solid in that way, but right now it's like Axe putting his gameplay and with no response now from El Zabi, which now is going full offensive, 4 strikers that will say maybe we're going to have way more goals into the game. Maybe it will depend, no? Risking lines, try to accumulate as many players as he can. I mean, he has to, no? When you are 3 goals down, Harry, what can you expect, no? If you don't change formations. So we'll see how that new formation is reflected into the gameplay, into the match. 45 minutes left. Another DRX player in a great spot, they say. I don't know, but it's simply unbelievable.
An exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers.
What are they putting in the water in Japan that is just generating these eFootball players that are blowing everyone out the water? We are now underway in the second half. El Zabi, your time to shine is now. He is going to be attacking this right-hand goal in the changed strip of the North London club Arsenal FC. Here is Trossard, far side. A goal to start this second half would make things a bit more believable for him. Saka into the feet of Havertz, but offside in the end.
It's offside. And that means possession for Ajax, which is now in the perfect spot. I think even in being the final, I think you got nerves until this situation. 3 goals up, even if it's in a final, he got the control. He got not that highly pressure from Al-Zabi for the moment. So you start to realize to playing chilling, to be creative, to find a new situation. And from the other hand side, Al-Zabi, no, everything. Unbelievable, great throw ball. It is true, at the end, El Zabi is missing the positioning with the defender, trying to predict a different line with that pass. Great finishing, Kai Havertz, DRX 4, El Zabi 0. And that's even more crazy stop the result for the El Zabi chances into the grand final.
What can you say?
No words. I mean, if you defeat J. Victor, Marius, get into the final, and you perform like that, it's like, man, GG's, well done, congrats. Let's see, it's not over, still time. You can't say you're the champion until the referee signs the whistle at the end of the match. Let's keep patient, ladies and gentlemen. It's not done. It's football. So let's see. Let's see
indeed, because this time. Well, not this time last year, because last year it was in May, but either way, this competition last year, the 2024 Arsenal FC Club Event Finals, facing off against Irma, we saw it go to penalties, 0-0 after 120 minutes. And it was Irma who came out on top 4-2 in a penalty shootout. So
Arma that recently this week has announced his retirement. So we approach to say great farewell to a fellow mate, partner, because we all love the same. We have been competing each other. So great story, background, career for Arma. That I hope he have a great life now after his career as a e-sport player of many clubs before. He's been a pro, great success. But maybe one day, caster, coach, you never know, Harry.
Maybe. Of course, great time to pay tribute to the fantastic career of the best Romanian player of all time.
Now let's get back to this, Harry. Finals, just 10 minutes right after the kick-off of the second half. He's El Zabi, Kai Havertz, great block.
Just not going his way in this grand final.
He needs at least this one, El Zabi, to get closer to Gaba. Say, all right, unless I score once, why not more? But if you don't score unless the first one, who can you believe on your chances in this final? Seems impossible. Maybe he still possible. We'll see if any change right now.
Jorginho can't find his way through. And El Zabi has made deep tournament runs in the past, of course, with UAE, his national team. This time last year in the Asian Cup, the AFC Asian Cup. Third place with Al Abyad back then. Knows what it takes to get far in tournaments. He's not going to give up until the final whistle. Saka could try and poke it home. It's still alive in the face of goal and cleared smartly away.
And then the response, the counter from there is Ajax, Raheem Sterling, which seems to be a great substitution. That really fast, winger, technical, reactive player, which is always really comfortable, useful in this part of the game. So we'll see. 4-0, some time for refreshment, Harry. We'll see if something can change, but we have not the feeling from El Zabi, which his time is getting more and more difficult to see a response or the way that he can react to this heavy score he got right now from Finais.
It is difficult to see a way out of the woods, isn't it, for the man who's fought so valiantly today, El Azabi. He has won the hearts of many a golden oldie watching at home, and of course some of you youngsters as well, no doubt rooting for El Azabi, who's up against the ropes and is in need of a lifeline here soon. Otherwise it will be 2 for 2 for DRX qualifying for the World Finals. Earlier today, Tess becoming the Barcelona representative. Will Axe join his teammate and countryman?
I mean, that would be unbelievable.
Finals.
I imagine these two making boot camps with his team DRX and the respective football clubs in the upcoming months, and they're going to reach the World Final in a superb way now, because being right now already qualified, I mean, you can prepare in a wonderful calendar time zone.
4 months.
Right, I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. Well, the rest of the player has to be testing team, playing different club events, playing the regional if not, having doubts if qualifies not, when they will straight away from today knowing which team, which players, and which day they will be at the World Finals.
Steel sharpens steel, iron sharpens iron, and those two are looking set to be the first two to qualify for the console platform World Finals in their home country of Japan. And what a story it would be if Axe can go one further than he did in this competition last year. Raheem Sterling, oh, that is absolutely wonderful work on that far touchline. He still has possession and is finally dispossessed now.
And let me say, Harry, I'm really proud to see Axe at this level. No, I think he's a player who always have been looking to get a great victory. Many times he has lost finals. Even at the end of the year, we were together in international competition.
Martinelli.
Now, Martinelli
No, it's fine.
Now.
He says, I don't want to talk about the past. Talk about the present. Forget those finals.
No, it's way better now to win final than 4-0, and it's way more beautiful now at the end. On the ending, 40 ending, big mistake, great recovery, preparing to the left for the right one, finesse into the net, simply easy peasy. Well done, well performed, well executed. Gabriel Martinelli, the Brazilian, putting the ball into the net. And we were saying, this man, how he's stay back, or show up, like step forward from his disappointing performance at the end of the last year on co-op.
I still remember.
To now be here right after 2-3 months, already qualifying to the World Finals, and say, this 2025, I want to be my year. I'm Champey, aka Axe. And this time, it's not enough to be the runner-up. I want to be the champion.
Still have that image of him burying his face in the towel in Riyadh. It sticks in the mind.
Really
it's a powerful image.
That discipline, I mean, it's that obsession to be the best. You know what I mean? And that's amazing.
Well, it is a countdown to victory here for DRX Axe. He is now confirmed as our Arsenal Football Club representative. And what a representative the Gunners have.
3 minutes at a time.
One of the best in the world has pledged his services to Arsenal Football Club. Credit to El Azabi, he fought hard and he took down formidable opponents in this competition. Everyone wrote him off as a dark horse coming into this. But he has proven that he still has what it takes to make it to the World Finals, falling just short here against Axe, who is one of the best in the world.
And definitely, I just have good words from Axe. Wonderful competition. It's the same for El Azabi. GG's.
And there we have it. It is Axe going to the World Finals again. He's advanced one step further in this competition than he did last year. He's made it to the World Finals. Your console champion, it's Axe. Another Japanese player securing a World Finals berth.
I remember back on my days, 2018, Aka Sofia was the first time that the Japanese won at the world stage. It was in Berlin, Germany. It was against me. That's why I remember it really, really well.
It stings.
And from that day, especially from 2020, 2021, the amount of Japanese players which is winning tournaments every single time right after is amazing. And this time, this new generation with Axe, Tess, Takaki,
so
many. I mean, unbelievable.
Truly unbelievable. I think they have, what is it, 3 back-to-back world champions, or I think it's at least
2?
3,
Already
4.
2? I mean,
There's
if you think it will be 3, it's been this year, but for the moment just 2. But
maybe too early to call in that regard. But
who knows?
2 out of 2 of the world finalists on
Right.
console so far. It's looking likely, if you were a gambling man, that's just based on the numbers alone. They look to have the most representation.
100%.
At least they're on course to be.
Globally, a wonderful competition. Big congratulations as well to El Sabi. What he did today is not that easy. It's sad not to having him here around to give him 5 because it was amazing. And but you know, the end, Axe is Axe, and he proved it. So yeah, congratulations, well deserved champion. And Sembra, Harry, that's it.
I mean,
there's no more today. I mean, honestly, there's not any extra competition to cast. I want to.
Sadly, I don't think so. But I will say, El Zabi, it won't be any consolation to him, Semra. But I will say that victory against J Victor, as we just look over some of the handiwork from Axe that secured the final
as well, by the way.
the final nail in the coffin. The victory against J Victor in the group stage is one of the most impressive performances I've seen. I think there is where he proved that he had a chance to win here, but in the end, Axe just has that determination, that steely grit that the Blue Samurai personifies. Never give up, and well, he really put his opponent to the sword here.
Ooh, yes, well done, you.
The katana,
like
if you will. No, I went too far.
No,
Forget that.
Keep it going. Come on, keep it going.
I'm done.
You're on a roll.
Someone get me some butter. I'm on a roll. No, come on, that's it. Finished.
Was that an English joke?
Yeah, sadly.
Okay, I'm going to remember that one as well. I like that. Get me some. Oh my God, sorry, just needed a moment for that one. Right, brilliant stuff in the end. I mean, quite an emphatic victory. 5-0. You've got to hand it to him. I mean, he clearly was a man with a plan. He was a man on a mission, and he completed that mission to absolute perfection in the end. So congratulations to Axe, the man from Japan who had, oh, I can't say it, can I? An axe to grind. Yeah, I could say it. It works, right?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Anyway, we'll allow it for today. It's been a long day, but nonetheless, we've enjoyed it, of course. So I'll just leave it then very briefly for the two of you to give us any parting words, any final thoughts you would like to say about all of the fantastic competition that we saw from our finalists today across the board, from the group stage all the way through to just now, the grand finale. What will you leave us with?
Well, we had to wait a week, didn't we, due to circumstances out of the control, to see who would qualify through the Arsenal competition. It did not disappoint. It just added to that extra bit of grit and a bit of suspense. The club event finals, we're 2 down now. We only have a few left to go, which is crazy to think about. So it just is going to ramp up the pressure a little bit, isn't it, on that pressure cooker for the following club event finals to come down the road. You don't want to slip up and miss your opportunity because it might not come again. Yeah,
from my side, just thankful to be once again here with you guys. I really love this role. It's a new one for me as well. It's not that new, but I mean, I love to be that analyst there with you, Harry, Senra, please. What I really love the most is like the finals, the champion so far for the moment in the club event. They all are amazing, and the world finals that we are preparing, with those players, it seems to be amazing. That, who knows who's going to be next? More club events coming up. regionals, still a lot of chances. So if you guys are at home, you're still having chances to be at the World Finals in July. Be ready, please. It's not that time, but you have already enough time to go. So yeah, appreciate it. Thank you everyone involved to make this competition happen. So because we really need it. So yeah, very pumped for it.
Great stuff, guys. Thanks to both of you. Yeah, there we go. Nice little fist bump. You've deserved it. You've earned it. We'll see you both very soon. Thank you, as always, for your dulcet tunes across the day, giving us some brilliant analysis as ever. Thank you to all of you at home. We hope you enjoyed the competition today. A big thank you to Konami and to Adrenaline, of course, our whole team behind the cameras here who make the magic happen and bring this whole thing to life. We couldn't do it without you. We hope you all enjoyed today. We'll see you very soon indeed. That is a wrap for Arsenal FC Club Finals for eFootball Championship 2025. And we'll catch up with you soon. Till then, take care, everyone. Adios.
Woo!